Good afternoon, sir.
How do you do?
Hey, people. Hey, well, you know what? We're sorry to be so off schedule. Somebody was asking the other day. They said, I'm sorry if I'm asking something ignorant here, but really, what is the schedule for these podcasts? And we were on a schedule for a while. South by Southwest just ended, and that kind of threw us off. First of all, how you doing, co-host?
I'm doing fucking great as usual.
That's
I'm a robot.
Great, but just fucking great.
That's all I can do is be fucking great. And
I know nothing else.
That's
but
it.
To be fucking not just great, but fucking great.
That's all I got to say about that. Hope to not sound like an ignoramus.
Ignoramus.
But you're right. South by Southwest really, screwed us hard as far as our scheduling. But hey, it's all for a good cause, right? It's all about film.
And I tell you, people want to know if we're going to do our South by Southwest wrap up. We are.
Yeah, we are.
Because we saw a lot of good films. And look, those movies ain't coming to a theater near you anytime soon.
No.
Most of them that we saw. So you got plenty of time for this.
Yeah. Because, the thing is, I think about is a lot of times when we do some of this coverage where, we'll do like a blog or write about these movies, I'm like, we're writing about movies that people aren't going to see for like another 3 months. So like, are they even going to give a shit?
3 years probably with the way things go now with independent films.
Exactly. You're lucky. I mean, right now, half these films are lucky to find a distributor for crying out loud. Oh, look, I said it again, for crying out loud.
Oh, did somebody catch you on that?
Some motherfucker keeps on writing that shit. I'm like, God damn it. He's like, somebody was like, co-host almost didn't say it this week. Oh, man, but he did that for crying out loud.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I noticed that you've been doing that a lot. And I don't even make it funny, but the only time I noticed it is because one day, I think it was in a review that we did. It wasn't even in a couple of, not a couple of calls, but Let's Do This. You were like, and for crying out loud, this movie did this for crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Co-host in for crying out loud.
That's going to be my first feature. For crying out loud. But I don't know I don't know how that just happened, because it's not like I've been doing that forever. It's just,
I know.
This is just like a recent thing, so I don't know what's going on.
I think you gave up one word because you used to say something else.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that they do this because I know some people like out there saying right now, well, Corey, you say this all the time.
Nevertheless, Corey.
Nevertheless, that's right. I know what I do.
Yeah.
I got nevertheless, but of course. I got all the hits. It's like one of those commercials where they show like the titles of songs going by. Corey Coleman brings you hits such as nevertheless. But of course. You do realize that.
Yeah. And if you order now, you get a bonus CD with co-host 3000 saying for crying out loud.
I know I got mine, man. And when you take away one because somebody brings it to your attention and you stop saying it and you just fill in the blank with something else.
It is. No, you trade one vice for another. It's like people who smoke weed and try to quit, and all they end up doing is drinking more, and then they become like just crazy alcoholics, only to go back to smoking weed, and it's just a vicious cycle that never ends. So that's how I look at it. But hey, fuck you. Who the hell's keeping tabs on me?
I know.
I keep tabs on you, people.
I know.
Right?
But if you order now, you also get. He's trying to get some ass. You'll also get the hit. White people do this. Including that record collection is Nigga Please. Order now.
Man.
Yeah, man. I got to warn people, too. We got young Jennifer out there who is one of the Spill artists. She's in the Spill Studios this week. Out there doing some work. I want to come by and give her some personal assistance.
She's in the bathroom, working. Working while sitting on the toilet.
Yeah,
she has her laptop propped up on the sink there.
Yeah,
hard at work.
Exactly. Hey, I put a little towel under there for a cushion on the toilet seat, so she wouldn't be so hard on her ass and everything.
Well, you have those you have those seat covers on your toilet.
Those fuzzy little seat covers.
Yeah. You have that fuzzy yellow seat cover there.
I got that
just in case you accidentally piss on it. Nobody will ever know.
And if you want, and look, I got that little foamy ring on it too when you raise the seat cover.
Yeah,
like that spongy toilet seat.
I will never understand those things because majority of the people who own those half the times, I always like really look at that before I sit down or do what I do being a robot. And half the time I'm like, man, I know I'm gonna catch some ass stains, some like doo-doo stains, like, right where you're supposed to sit, because that concept just, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't understand that either. That little spot. I guess
it's supposed to keep your ass warm.
Well, it's supposed to be comfortable. I guess it's instead of that hard seat. You know, I guess in case you got to take a massive shit and you're gonna be sitting there for a while. They don't want your ass to get all numb and everything. They don't want you sitting on a hard seat. And man, I tell you where the hardest, coldest seats are.
Where?
They're in the Hollywood.com offices up in New York, man.
Of course. They don't want you ass sitting in those toilets.
No, they don't want you taking a shit there. They're
Get to work.
Yeah, go boo-boo in your own time. Go somewhere else. No, those guys, man, they keep a window in that bathroom cracked.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, which is in New York, that's cold enough.
Right.
Because when that blizzard comes through, that whole bathroom just freezes. And so I remember trying to sit on that toilet seat one time. I went in there, put my ass in that seat. That shit was cold. I was like, I almost hit my head on the ceiling. I popped up so fast. Man, so from now on, when I go in there, you should see me. I'm in there trying to rub that seat down. I'm in there like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off.
Better get the friction on. If you don't, Corey, your ball's going to get stuck to that toilet seat. You're going to go, stuck, like that kid in Christmas Story. Stuck.
Why's your tongue stuck on the toilet seat? Oh no, help me. but no, I'm in there trying to rub two sticks together, start a fire. That's how I'm rubbing that seat, trying to just come on.
I know,
can't have a cold ass.
What you got to do is you got to wait for fucking Jamie to go in there and use it before you a good 30, 40 minutes. Make sure when he comes out, go, hey man, did you get that seat all nice around for me, Jamie? You were in there like what, 20, 30 minutes?
I know. I'm standing up there like I'm waiting in line at a concert or something. Like he walks out the stall. Like, what the fuck you doing here?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man. Move out the way. See, it's getting cold. I gotta sit down, man. Is it warm?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy. 100%.
Yeah. No. Is it warm? Oh, it's about 75% warm. 76%. Man, he hates when I do that too.
I know.
He's like, why do you make me sound like that? When I said, because you do. It's like
that's how you sound, doesn't it?
you talk like this, and every now and then when you have to like talk in numbers, you're like, hey Corey, what's going on, man? Hey Jim, how you doing? Oh well, I'm 100%.
I can see Jamie walking out. I was like, all right, thanks a lot, buddy. Hey, you got that? You got toilet paper sticking on the back of your ass again. And you look in the toilet. God damn, Jamie, who are you, Jackson Pollock? Look at this toilet bowl. Oh my God.
I know. Why don't you at least flush this shit?
Yeah, no wonder they're fucking making this fucking room sub-zero temperatures.
Actually, Jamie, don't flush it. It keeps it warm in here.
Take a picture of it and sell it. Jamie's an artist all of a sudden.
Jamie walks out trying to look. He just made a mummy costume or something, so wrapped up in toilet. What's your toilet paper? What are you doing in there, man? But yeah, man, it's I try not to use that bathroom up there unless I absolutely have to. It's not because I ain't afraid to take a shit in the toilet. When you're working in that bathroom, I mean, when you're working in that office that long, it's like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom.
You got to shit. You got to
go. But it's like I'm just afraid of getting a cold ass. I'm thinking about buying a scarf just to wrap around that toilet seat before I have to sit on it.
Gotta try to wrap that scarf around your ass. Make sure your ass don't get pneumonia.
I know.
Asmonia.
I need to have somebody's grandmother out there make an ass mitten for me. It's like it's something that you put around your waist. There's a little slit in the back. Keep your ass warm. While you have to sit on that toilet.
Make an ass sweater.
I know. That's making that add new meaning to the term ascot. Hey ho! Nah, man. So when Jennifer's in here, I hope she's not gonna take a shit while she's, because in my world, because Jennifer's a cute little girl, man. I have to admit, she's nice and she's a good worker.
She's like a cute little gelfling.
She is. She's like my own little elf around here. I feel like Santa Claus, and I have elves in here doing my bidding. I make her wear pointy ears while she's here.
You ought to make her make cookies.
I know, Keebler.
Yeah, feed our asses.
Yeah, go work up in that tree.
Yeah,
but I in my world, women don't take shits. Cute women don't take shits.
I completely agree. I thought that was universal. Women don't take shits. They don't fart. They don't even pee in my world, even though I know some guys love that shit. Remember back in the day when they started putting, like, they started taking pictures of chicks, like, peeing in men's magazines for some reason. Yeah, it was like a few years where all of a sudden you started noticing, like, if you're running through your Hustler, you normally find classy pictures in there. But then all of a sudden, for some reason, they started just showing girls pissing on the pavement. And then
Why?
it became like a fuck if I know, but then all of a sudden it became a thing. And I was even asking my buddies, like, have you been noticing these pictures that have been in these nude magazines lately of girls pissing? I mean, is this something new? And they're like, yeah, dude, I noticed that myself. And I'm like, who in the fuck is getting off on this thing? But apparently there's a whole fucking group of perverts out there on the internet that just love watching girls take a piss.
Man, you'd be surprised at some of the things people love to see.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by anything in this day and age.
I know. There's some people who love to watch people take shits.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people who love to watch animals take shits. There's some people who love to watch people vomit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they fucking make videos. Wait, what was it? Well, no, it wasn't in Two Girls, One Cup. That was a whole nother mess of thing. We don't even talk about that.
I have yet to even still see that.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay,
I don't want to.
I saw it like about a few months ago, where I was talking to a friend and we somehow started talking about that, and I told her I'd never seen that, and I've never seen the video where there's a guy who sticks something up his ass and something goes horribly wrong.
Oh, like glass breaks. And all,
yeah. And I hadn't seen that, and she's like, you haven't seen it, you got to see it. So she sends me the link, and like a dumbass, I'm like, I don't want to, but I was like, maybe, man. And you figure after all these years since that was posted, you think it's probably not as bad as some of the shit I've already seen. But when I clicked on it, it was a fucking nightmare and a half. That haunted me for at least 3 days. Yeah. I looked like that chick in The Ring with my robot. I was petrified when my robot mouth opened. Like, I think Cyrus found me in the closet.
Man, I tell you, the moment somebody says, "Oh, you gotta see it," that's when I know I don't gotta see it. And I tell you something, when I saw that video of Kermit the Frog's reaction to Two Girls in One Cup, that's when I knew what I needed to see. He's like, no. I was like, no. I was like, no, I do not need to see this shit. I don't get it. I mean, there's some people, even like in non-sexual ways, there's people who just love to watch people do bodily function things. Like, I know people just find it entertaining, not even arousing, just find it entertaining to see people just in the middle of the street just throwing up, you know? And while that can be funny, I don't have a fascination with it where I want to buy a whole video of one thing after another, people vomiting. Yeah.
But people are making a living off fucking doing that kind of shit. And, you know, the moment it hit me where I'm like, maybe people are into this is when me and a buddy and this girl that we knew, we were downtown and we were leaving, and our friend, she needed to take a piss really bad. So she decided to just like take a piss next to the sidewalk, and we were both hanging around right in front of her while she was doing this. And all of a sudden I look at my friend, and as soon as you start hearing that piss hit the floor, my friend's eyes lit up like you know, like somebody just handed him like a gold bar, and he was like, oh yeah. And I looked at him like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
What's your problem?
That's our friend. You know, she's pissing. And then I looked on the ground and I see that trail of piss start heading towards me. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you start rolling away. Yeah. And your friend is walking towards it.
Yeah, and my friend is looking at it. He's like, oh, that's so hot. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I looked at my friend who's pissing. I was like, hurry the fuck up.
Man, how can you see? That's somebody you just stop being friends with, because they're gonna do something wrong one day. The moment they start hearing piss and they're like, the eyes wide, and they're like, oh yeah. Like, no, all right, there's something wrong with you. You're trouble. You're gonna be trouble.
Music to my ears.
Because you hear that piss going. Even though I have to admit, it's always been funny to me. No matter who's doing it, for some reason, I'm childish. Even today, when I hear people taking a piss, it makes me laugh, because I hear that, and then you hear that. Yeah.
And it starts up again.
And if it keeps going on, that's what really makes me laugh. It's like, if I'm sitting up there and I check my watch and it's like 2 minutes later, it's like, I will crack up, man.
You know what's the worst? When I have to release my coolant, I have to go to the men's room and use the stalls, and you get that guy that's right next to you, he's just pissing away, and then all of a sudden, he's pissing like, all of a sudden you hear, yeah, and I'm just like, I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but I just want to crack up. I start turning red because I want to just explode with laughter, going, "You bastard!"
That's always funny to me. I mean, man, and there's something about when people stand up and do that is funny because it comes out totally different. Like, I don't know if people are squeezing their ass cheeks together when they piss or something, but it always comes like. I got to tell you something. I'm not going to name who it is. One of the Spill crew. Whenever they're over here recording, they always have to take a piss. And every time they take a piss, you hear them like down the hall.
That would be Cyrus.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Cyrus.
All right.
You would think, but it's not. That's all I'll say.
That sounds like an old person. Who could that be?
Okay, I'll give you another hint. Me. No, it's not me.
Well, that will forever be a mystery.
I know. I love how people are going to try and figure this out. Oh, people. Well, let's do this, by the way.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, let me tell you what we're going to do on the show. You know what? We never picked our winner for the Gilligan's Island contest.
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
We had a contest, Corey?
We did. People did. There were about 3 posters of
That's right.
people did.
Yeah.
And here's what I want people to do who are listening. Send me those posters again because I'm going to put them on the site. We did our casting for the Gilligan's Island movie a little, what was it, like about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
3-4 weeks, yeah.
And we had William Shatner doing 2 roles. We had Leonard Nimoy doing Gilligan.
Yeah.
We had RuPaul as Ginger.
And Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy as Thurston Howell, the millionaire and his wife.
Yeah.
And who do we have as that's what we had. We did have William Shatner as the professor.
Yeah, he played 2 characters.
Yeah. There was one more character, wasn't it? No, I guess we named them all.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
And we asked people to do a poster for that. And somebody even went out their way and brought back up the poster where we said we wanted to see an all-black Gilligan's Island. Okay. Where we had Cedric the Entertainer as the skipper.
All right. I thought you were going to tell me somebody actually filmed a movie with all those guys.
I would love if somebody did that.
Yeah. Bring that to the Spill.com Fest.
Oh, man. If somebody did that, I couldn't really qualify that as an entry, but I would damn well show it.
It's gonna get shown regardless.
Yeah, I would show that if somebody did that and it was funny, I would so show that thing, man. Hold on, you know what? Before it gets hot in here,
right?
I gotta go cut the air conditioner on. I'm gonna go ahead and check on this girl, make sure she's not shitting in the bathroom. Hold on. Hey, girl, put your pants up.
Don't let it back talk you, Corey. Hey, Jennifer, can you sound a little bit more enthusiastic? Huh?
No.
Hey, I didn't tell you to laugh.
I know.
I don't pay you to laugh around here.
Hey, quit pulling at that chain. I tell you, it's not going to break. You stuck there, okay? You'll get a bathroom break when I want you to have one.
And make sure my eyes are pretty when you draw them, goddammit.
When you need a bathroom break, let me know. I'll bring you a jar. All right?
Are you going to give her that pickle jar that you make me use?
No.
Because that's my bathroom.
No, I'm going to give her a little Campbell soup can. And it better not flow over. I'm trying to save the environment, okay?
Gonna get some cream of Jennifer. I'm sorry. I hope she didn't hear that.
Hey,
Shh, quiet. Hey, you didn't have to hear that. He's lying.
He's just being nasty. He said, I give you a bathroom break. He said, you're going to make some cream of Jennifer. Isn't that nasty? I just wanted to let you know that wasn't me.
Jennifer, don't believe the hype. Animate that.
She's like,
What is she, one of the backup singers for Prince? Who's that? She.
I was on you know what? Before we get into the show here, let me tell people what to expect. I think we're going to do mostly an email show.
That's right.
Yeah, because we've been promising to read people's emails. You've been sending in a lot. We got some emails backed up, so we're going to try to read as many as we can. But before we do that, we're going to also talk about, let's see, what have we had here? We're going to talk about 3D in terms of, 3D. Look, you hear her going to the bathroom now? Look at that. If she ain't out of there in 5 minutes, I'm going to go in there and yank her ass off that toilet because I told her no females take a shit in the Spill.com studio.
That's right.
Take that outside.
Hold on, quiet. Hold on, quiet. Shh. Holy Christ! She's fired! Get her out of here!
No, people. We're going to talk about Michael Bay in 3D.
Michael Bay in 3D? I don't want to
Michael Bay in 3D.
He's going to finally do it. He's going to make a movie about himself, all in 3D, about how awesome all his ideas are.
Yeah, he's going to be walking to the city, knocking down buildings. I'm awesome. We're going to talk about Captain America and the casting of Captain America.
And somebody who's,
And somebody who just hates when they hear that. We might even get a little bit political here, not to upset anybody, but we might just a little bit.
That's right. We're going to get all Bill Maher on your ass.
I know, make people mad as we ignorantly talk about politics. Well, I'll be thinking that.
Get that Wikipedia page up.
Diplomatically, I feel that the serendipity of the Congress needs to do this. And then we're going to talk about the executive branch of the presidential jurisdiction. And then
we need to constipate the eradication of all facetious
emancipation of the proclamation of the 4 mules and scores ago. Now we're also going to talk, have that conversation is really going to go.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Spillcom for a little bit. Mm-hmm. I think I might even what I'm recording right now.
Yeah.
I might even record a little bit afterwards and put that at the beginning because people need to know.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
All right.
I think that's it. I think that's all we have to cover because we don't have a whole crazy amount of time today.
That's right. Well, let's get this show on the road, Corey.
All right, then. You know what? Jennifer just walked out the bathroom.
Yeah.
Goatsy sweeping up after her. Look at him coming in here.
Right.
Man, flush that down the toilet. We don't need that stuff.
Shit.
What do you nasty little thing?
Man, that's why they invented a scrub brusher. You don't have to use your goddamn hands. God damn.
So, what we going to do with this little goat here, man? I don't know. Anyway, go put that down. Go on and rock us in here. Now, co-host, I'm ready.
And
we done talked about pee and poop. I'm ready.
I'm ready too, buddy.
I'm ready.
You
ready?
Let's get this
bullshit.
bullshit
Ready for
done.
bullshit. Come on, let's do this.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
We're riding through this pillow bullshit. Yeah.
Politically.
That's right.
We're coming to your jurisdiction with the bullshit. to get your friction on. What's going on with this air conditioner? I tried to cut on.
Oh, yeah.
It's hot in here. It's still not.
We are fucked, buddy.
All right, there it is.
Woo.
Too much over the mic.
Shit, man. God damn, I'm scared. Fucking predator is gonna start hunting in here. Shit.
So, as for Spill.com,
Give me some info, Corey.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
give
know
you some
anything
info.
about it. Yeah.
Keep telling people. I told people I'm going to be repeating this over and over again until the festival comes along. Now, one of the things that you haven't heard already about Spill.com is that for the Spill.com Film Festival, I actually have a mailing address. We are currently working on a microsite, which is going to give you all the information about all the events going on at the festival. But I haven't mentioned where people could send their films. Yeah, what the hell was that? She in there cooking something? She just coming in and making herself right at home. She's just in the kitchen cooking.
Taking over your place.
I know. Taking her shoes off. Feet stinking.
You don't pay her to cook.
I know. I
Not
just go in there and take her food and just start eating it. I think, you made food for me. Thank you.
Throw that shit in the toilet where it belongs.
Get this shit out there. No, so we're going to have a microsite telling people what's going on. But one of the things we haven't told people about is the film festival. And there's a couple of things people need to know. Where to send those films?
Where do I send it, Corey?
We have a P.O. box. And I know some people are saying, well, how come we just can't email them to you or send them digitally? Mm-hmm. Well, for one, I don't know. I want to avoid sort of issues with bandwidth. I want to avoid bandwidth issues. And I don't want these leaking out either. Mm-hmm. So I don't want these being spread around because they're not there for people to see at the beginning, for everyone to see. Mm-hmm. So I thought the best way to avoid any kind of bandwidth issues and stuff leaking out is to get a P.O. box and have people email the hard copies.
Good thinking, Corey.
There you go. So we have a P.O. box for you to send your CDs or DVDs to. We need those in a QuickTime or AVI format. And if they're going to be broadcast, I think I will have to see about that because if you want to do HD, It's going to have to be in the HD aspect ratio, which is 1280 by what is it? I think it is 1280 by 1080.
You guys is as good as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
somebody put that on the comment section. There you go.
Yeah. Or you can send it in standard definition.
How about VHS tapes, Corey? Can I send those in?
Hell no.
Oh, because those always look the best, man.
You can send them in. This is going to be used to prop up my drink or something. That's about it.
God damn it.
But they can be in high definition format or standard definition. And send those to Spill.com Film Festival.
I'm writing it down.
At P.O. Box 42196, Austin, Texas, 78704.
I missed that, Corey. Repeat
One
that.
more time. Spill.com Film Festival, P.O. Box 42196, Austin, Texas, 78704.
All right. PU Box 774-221.
No.
Got it, buddy.
Somebody's scratching their numbers off. Oh, damn it. So the festival, as you've heard me mention over and over again, is going to be June 25th through June 27th. One of the things that has been added on as a possible feature on a Sunday night featured event is going to be, well, let me just give you the rundown.
Yeah.
Friday night, we're going to have our hero worship section. We're going to bring in a director whose movies we enjoy.
I thought people were going to worship us.
Oh, no, that's the whole weekend. That's a given.
Okay. Well,
that's a given. We're going to have people sacrifice for us.
Bring your firstborn.
The whole festival is only going to cost $35 and a human heart. That's
Holy shit, that's a bargain. That's
a bargain, man. Usually people ask for like $35 a human heart, and then they want like feet and hands and fingers and
arm and leg.
Arm and no. All we asking for is a human heart and $35. That's all.
Awesome.
But so Friday night we're gonna have our hero worship section. We're bringing a director that we admire. We're gonna show one of his movies that we love. Mm-hmm. That director's gonna come in and talk about what he has going on and another thing that he has happening right now.
And that's Ron Jeremy, right? I love his film.
I told you not to give it away.
I'm sorry. I'm just too excited.
Oh,
Corey,
man.
I'm too
Okay,
excited.
People. Porn star Ron Jeremy will be making a appearance. No, he's the hedgehog himself.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. No.
Is he going to do that thing where he does the hedgehog on stage for all the kids to see?
No.
All right.
No, we ain't talking about. It'd be real fun if we did bring Ron Jeremy and dress him up like Sonic the Hedgehog.
That would be fucking awesome.
Have a Rolo stage like catching rings. No, not Ron Jeremy. We can't tell you who it is yet because it hasn't been made solid yet.
All right.
But I think there's a chance that this is going to go through, and I'm not too worried about it. And then that night, we're going to have an opening party, which is going to be at a disclosed location yet, as of yet undisclosed location on 6th Street. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of got the whole bar to ourselves. Yeah. And we are going to have a pretty cool DJ there, and it's going to be a chance for people to meet and greet and see who they want to hang out with for the rest of the weekend.
Can I show off some of my dance moves, Corey?
Man, of course, always.
All 12 versions of the robot that I do?
All of them,
Hell
man.
Yeah.
You're going to need that room cleared out anyway.
Nobody better be in my way, goddammit.
Once people see that, I'll tell you what, how about you do it at around 2 o'clock in the morning when they need people to leave?
Done, buddy.
That's really going to get people out of there.
Done and done. I'm always dancing with myself.
Now, that Saturday is when we're going to have the Spill.com Film Festival. We're going to show I guess not the winners, but the films that we chose as finalists in the competition. And I think those might be about 5 or 6 films.
Yeah. And
then the winner is going to get a nice prize. They might even get a little trophy. I've been talking to someone who's going to be probably making the golden co-host.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope I'm getting paid for that. It's my likeness, goddammit. I'll sue everybody.
Well, no, we're going to actually dip you in gold and give you to somebody.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, we're finally getting rid of your ass.
Unless it's a hot chick. Now that I don't mind, my friend.
No, we've already said there's going to be Nick Hodges.
No.
That's already the competition's been won.
He's nowhere near looking like a hot chick. What are you talking?
Are you kidding? Have you put a wig on him yet?
He looks like Tootsie when you do that. I don't want to bang Tootsie.
You will after you see Nick Hodges in a wig. But
Mrs. Doubtfire over there.
No, we haven't chose Nick Hodges. So you know what? If Nick wins, I hope nobody takes this like it was rigged because
that would suck.
That would
dude, you're gonna piss off everyone. I mean, we're gonna get beaten up.
I know. I haven't seen what Nick has done. I haven't done. Nick has even said, "What do you think about this decided like, no, I don't want to hear it. I can't. If you tell me anything, you're disqualified. So leave it alone.
Stop motion, fucking toothpicks.
And so after that, we're going to do a panel with us where we just sit there, take your questions, hang out with you.
Yeah.
It's your chance to hang out with the Spill crew, see what we're all about. If you have anything that's been pressing on your mind you want to talk to us about, now's the time to do it in front of all these people.
That's right. You ask all the other guys all the questions. You leave me the hell alone. I got time to answer questions. I'm busy.
We'll show some videos that people were, because last time we showed some videos and people were like, man, I wish I could have been longer. I mean, showed this that you were talking about. So yeah, we're going to actually show some more stuff. It'll be a little more organized this year. Last year was just kind of a test run. So this year it's going to be a little more professional. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then that night we're going to have our big party. The one where we bring in a musical act as of yet unknown. Okay. And we have another place locked down that's not on 6th Street but close enough. So all this stuff is going to be central to downtown.
Okay.
And then Sunday, if you're not too hungover, Sunday evening, we're going to have the Spill Cocktail Lounge Party where just kind of a little more laid back, a little bit of time for people to sort of decompress and just kind of shake off the wondrous events that happened the 2 nights before. And
do some more drinking. Yeah.
At this place, I'm working with Uncle Staple to try to bring in.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To try to bring in the live art show. This is something where we might bring in a couple of name artists to do some live art, and whoever else in town wants to do art, it's open for you to do. There's going to be a DJ playing and people just doing art behind them.
Hell yeah. I'm so ready for that. I got my crayons ready, boy.
Got your crowns.
I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make some art, buddy.
Got your crowns out. Yeah, but you don't have to. It's not something where people are like, I sit there and just watch them draw. No, it's something where you mingle. You can watch that or you can mingle with other people, drink. I mean, I'm going to have my suit on. Yeah, I'm going to have my suit on walking around and talking to people, chit-chatting, making sure, just being the hospitable host that I am.
That's right. You can watch me draw orange titties on a piece of paper. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, come on. I know you're going to be drawing penises the whole time.
No, not me, never.
Is that a rocket ship? No, it's a penis.
I got to use that stuff later on for my fun time.
But that'll kind of be our closing thing. Now, if people want to stay for a few extra days, you can. Maybe we'll be able to see you. Maybe we won't. We don't know.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Yeah. I know some people stayed.
Cut you loose.
Yeah, no, people stayed for a few days the first time, and
it was cool. Yeah, people trying to live with you, Corey. What are you talking about?
I found people under my bed after everybody left. I'm like, wait a minute, man. You were supposed to catch a flight 2 weeks ago, huh?
That's how we found Jennifer.
Yeah. Never let her go. No, a lot of people stayed and they hung out with each other. If there was something that they missed that they wanted to do, like they wanted to go see certain parts of Austin, like Zilker Park or
see a movie,
or see a movie at the Alamo together, all that kind of stuff. People just kind of made their own groups and they hung out and they left on their own. Speaking of people hanging out together, I am this week going to be calling hotels around the downtown area to see what kind of discounts I can get, group rates I can get for people who want to go to that particular hotel. I know a lot of people going to the Super 8, and you still can, but I'm trying to make it more convenient for people who don't have cars and don't want to rent cars and just want to walk where they can go, because some places might be a hike, but look, I walk downtown all the time. It's not that bad, so you'll be fine.
That's all we did fucking during South by Southwest. You had to. For crying out
One night I walked home.
Yeah.
I walked home from downtown because I was taking cabs downtown. And there was one night I just kept going further and further away from downtown, saying I'm going to catch a cab where there's not that many people. Yeah. And the next thing I know, I'm walking home.
No, my buddy of mine who was hanging out with me, I dropped his ass off because I couldn't find any parking. I was like, this shit ain't. I was trying to see a movie, and that shit just wasn't happening. And I had my buddy with me, and he was like, you know what, I think I'm going to go check out this club. I was like, all right, have fun. And he told me that he just walked his ass, straight home. And I was like, what? That's crazy. He's like, no, I didn't. And I was like, well, fuck, you better than me.
It's
I just find a place to sleep and I'd stay there.
Yeah, I'd be home, nestle up with a rat or two, in a little alley.
I got no money for no cab.
Man, I tell you though, it's when you're walking downtown, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because there's a lot of distraction, or if it's because it's just shorter in distance. But when I leave downtown, it's like downtown seems like nothing.
No,
but when I started getting into the neighborhoods, like walking towards my home, I was just like, I don't know if I had just time to think. My mind was turning against me, but that was a long ass walk. That shit never ended. I was like, oh God, where am I?
All of a sudden, you're Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, I'm fucking Gandalf walking with a stick. Da 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 da.
Big sweeping shot of Corey walking. Nice.
Speaking of have you heard that song? How low can you go? How low can you? Ludacris. It's an old song at this point.
No.
By today's.
No, I'm only familiar with Ludacris's great cinema work. That's all.
Oh, of course. Yeah, what was the last thing he was in?
What was it that?
Max Payne.
Max Payne.
His tour de force.
Max Payne.
As a detective in Max Payne.
That's right, where he played Inspector Clouseau.
Inspector Ludacris. Detective Ridiculous. Yeah, that dude. Who the hell thought of making fucking Ludacris a detective in a movie?
He's wearing his grandfather's like trench
coat that was too big for him. He looked like a little kid who's trying to dress up like daddy. I'm going to work like daddy.
He looked like one of those kid reporters from Wonder Shows.
Scoop Ludacris on the case. Man, and I tell you, I think Ludacris is a great actor too. Like I saw him in Crash, and I was like, wow, this guy is he's actually really great.
I mean, anybody's good when they got a good director behind them.
Yeah, that's true. But when you put somebody in Max Payne and you try to miscast, I'm sorry, he was miscast.
Yeah, he was.
Now, I'm not saying he can't play a detective, but you can't put him in a trench coat and tie and like you say, expect us to believe like he's Inspector Clouseau and shit, you know.
He ends up looking like Beaker. His
head is going back into his shirt. He did a song, that it's a song that goes like, the Chipmunks come in singing in the middle, like, how low can you go? How low can you go? And in the middle of it, they got this techno beat that comes in. Let it
All right, why am I tempted to listen to this song?
You will. Somebody's gonna post it too.
Okay.
And the thing is, I love that song, man. It's ridiculous.
And it's the Chipmunks are in it. Doing backup.
Yeah. How low can you go? Alvin's on the mic. How low can you go?
Exhibit
How
was.
low can you go?
Exhibit was unavailable that day.
No, he couldn't make it.
Damn.
He was doing a duet with MC Scat Cat.
Nice.
But nah, man. So I'm thinking that this festival is going to be a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Shit.
Oh, the cutoff date for films are June 15th. So you got plenty of time right now to do that.
June 15th.
And I will try to figure out if there's a way for people to send their stuff online. I'll try to figure that out. But as far as where to put those and to keep them from getting out, I just don't know a better way right now.
Right.
I think the safest thing for people to do, for you and for us, and it'll also make it easier for me to hand these around to people, is to just send us hard copies. Hate to put that through you. That I know it seems like so 1997, but I you got to send hard copies in because I really don't want to take a chance of this stuff just kind of leaking out to anybody else.
Well, it's going to be 1987 when I submit my VHS tape of my epic film.
You go ahead.
Co-host Adventures Trilogy Part 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to show at the festival, I'll put the VHS on stage, the tape on stage, and let people look at it, and then come in and sweep that shit off. There you go. There's his movie right there.
That's an Oscar contender right there, buddy. God damn.
If anybody wants to see it, it'll be out in the dumpster in the back.
Adventures of Co-host.
Go out there and dig deep, and I'll sing, how low can you go? Okay, it's not really the Chipmunks in the song, but it's just somebody just playing with it.
Okay.
That's one of the things I hate about R&B today, man. I hate the auto-tune.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, co-host. How you doing? You know, it's
all so goddamn produced these days that it sounds like fucking it's been run through a goddamn what is it, Pro Tools like 20 times.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, rap artists and R&B artists are using the fuck out the auto-tune and stop that shit. T-Pain came in and made everybody just start using that shit. But let me tell you something. T-Pain was not the first one to use the auto-tune.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Now, if you remember, Cher was doing it before T-Pain. Do you believe the power of love?
Yeah, Cyrus is still jamming that goddamn song.
I know.
Riding around
And
in his
then
Pinto.
wearing his fucking leg warmers and his leggies. He's in there doing fucking aerobics and that shit. Got on his tights.
Who you, Flashdance? What are you?
But before we had Cher doing that, a lot of people don't remember Roger from Zap.
I don't remember Roger.
You remember Roger?
If I heard the song.
It's your theme song, man.
Oh.
Hold on. How did that go again?
I know you're like, I was like, I have a theme song. I'm like, you mean my only theme song? Womp womp.
Yeah.
Doo doo. Womp womp. Doo doo. Womp womp. That's what I think when I'm floating down the street.
Sound like you're playing a harmonica. No, sound like you're playing a harmonica. You hit a speed bump. Here, no, this is your theme song right here, man. I haven't played a whole lot. I should be playing it more.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, listen. Boom, 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 boom. Computer love.
What the fuck?
You hear that?
Oh god. I refuse to have that as a theme song.
That is your theme song. Whenever you start talking about girls,
never.
I'm telling you. Whenever you start talking about girls, that's just gonna kick in. So I remember one time I was giving this girl a ride, and I said, "Hey, baby, you want to go home, or do you want to come home with me?"
That sounds like the first thing Herbie Hancock ever put together. Are you kidding me? I hate that. Computer love. No, I like that. Whoa, whoa.
Nah, Zap, man.
Zap.
Zap.
Old school.
That is old. I mean, Zap, I think, goes back maybe as far as like 79, but I'm going to say very early 80s.
No shit.
Computer Love came out, I think, back in, I want to say 85, 86. So, this is way before T-Pain, Cher, any of those fuckers out. Zap. Roger died, I think, from... I forgot where he died from. He got shot. I was in a car wreck.
Keyboard fell on him.
Bong, bang, bong, bang. Ow! Somebody help me!
Ow, ow.
Yeah, he said he's writing a song. He's yelling for help.
Ow, ow, ow.
Sing it, Roger. Ow! Somebody help me! No! He's like, for real, motherfuckers, help me!
Yeah.
No, man, put the auto-tune back on.
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
No, you motherfuckers, please help!
Who is that? Rick James? Is that Rick James who sings that? Ow. Ow, ow, you got the nut on me, baby.
Oh,
you got the...
no,
what is that song?
No, that's the Gap Band.
The Gap Band, yeah.
You burn rubber.
Yeah. You got the... What is that? How's that go? You got the nut on me, baby.
Oh.
You got the...
Burn rubber on me, Charlene. Oh.
That is a whole nother song. I don't know what it goes, meow. Do 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 meow meow do do do. What is it? Meow meow meow.
Is that a cat commercial? Is that a cat food commercial?
Turn me up. You got the knock on me, baby. You got the knock on me.
Man, what? How does that song go?
Turn me up. You got the something on me. You got the down on. No, you got.
I know what you're talking about.
Ow.
You got that on me,
ow,
baby.
Ow.
You got that on me.
Ow, ow.
God damn it!
Turn me up, baby.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about.
Let me pause this, Rick. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know why I pause it. You dropped the bomb on me.
You dropped the bomb on me,
baby. You dropped the bomb on me.
You turn me up now.
You're burning me up now.
You're burning me up now.
That dude.
Ow, ow, ow. I think those guys were. When that keyboard fell on that guy, he's going, ow, ow, ow. And he's like, help. And that guy, he's like, oh my God, do you hear this? He called up his buddy, I got this new sound. Listen to this. Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, Roger called me with this great sample, man. Yeah. What, he's dead?
This is going to revolutionize music. Oh, Roger's dead, by the way.
But that auto-tune is being ridiculously overused, man.
I mean, anybody can be a singer these days with that shit. I mean, anybody. I mean, I think that's why a good majority of these acts fucking, have to lip sync, because you can't sing like the way they record these fucking artists these days.
Yeah, no, I was watching Tavis Smiley, and there was this gospel group on, and this song sounded just like Blame It on the Alcohol, Blame It on the Alcohol. Yeah, man, it was that was Jamie Foxx that did that.
That was Jamie Foxx.
Everybody is using the fucking auto-tune. Yeah. Stop, all right? It was cool while it lasted. It was fun. I even downloaded this app on iTunes called I Am T-Pain. Yeah. So when you play it, it's hey, let me see if I can find. I was riding with my man James. When I was at Sundance.
Were you gonna use that amp on your reviews or something?
Here's how to train your dragon.
Here's my review of a repo man.
A repo man. Let me see. We were going to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
And we were so eager to play with this app because we wanted to hear how it sound.
Yeah.
Let me see if you can. It's a fun little app. I Am T-Pain. I ain't gonna make a fucking song with it, but
somebody will. Don't worry.
Oh, now the shit don't want to work.
Oh,
here we go. Here we go. Let's see. I got some beats saved up here. Been working on my beats.
On your phone.
On my phone. That's technology.
You need to be working on your reviews, Corey.
Working on my beats. Here, let's see if we can play this right here. Here it is.
All right.
Wait, why is it taking so long to get there? Hold on, I'm just warming up. Me. Here it is.
That thing you accidentally recorded while you're jerking off.
Grilled cheese burger. There is a fucking In-N-Out Burger here in Salt Lake City.
Oh my God,
man, it's a work in progress. Yeah. Okay, it needs a little sweet enough to be a hit. I'm gonna bring in Timberland to work on this. We're gonna get it done.
Blaming on the burp, blaming on the blaming on the fries, blaming on the shakes. Oh, I got to get that app now.
You gonna see now? You go. Awesome. Now you're thinking like, wow, because you will play with this. And I was drunk off my ass when I did this too. In-N-Out cheeseburger. Let's see here.
Take pickles and onions.
I should order.
Onions.
You know what you should do? You should record what you want before you go to the drive-thru. Order that way. Can I help you?
Yeah.
I'll have a Wendy sing-along with cheese, frosty vanilla flavor.
Don't forget the apple pie. Don't forget the apple pie.
Sir, can you pull up the window? I can't hear you.
Get fucking milkshake thrown in your face.
The guy who took you on just come to the window just slap the fuck out of you.
Get your ass out of here.
Let's see. Roger Troutman.
There you
go. Was found critically wounded outside his Northwest Dayton recording studio around 7 a.m. According to doctors, a 47-year-old had been shot several times in the torso.
Damn.
It was in critical condition. So Roger Troutman, I would say almost the father of the auto-tune. I don't know if I'm sure there was somebody who was doing it before, but Roger Troutman was the guy I recognize as doing this extensively. So he died, and nobody gives him credit for what everybody's talking about. Oh, that sounds like T-Pain. T-Pain is the one that masters the auto-tune. No, fuck that, man.
Fuck T-Pain.
Yeah, fuck T-Pain.
This guy's a brother too, right?
Yes.
Damn. What is it with brothers getting shot outside the recording studio. All I'm thinking about is Run DMC, that poor guy. Who was it? It was DMC, right? Is that how?
Run DMC.
Well, yeah, the one guy who got killed outside his studio.
Well, we still got Reverend Run.
Well, yeah, you got Reverend Run, and you got what's that other motherfucker with the glasses? God, I used to know these guys like they were my brothers back
Christmas
in the day.
and Hollis, man.
I know all that shit now. But yeah, I think it's DMC who got shot outside the studio. Man, that's gotta suck ass.
And that's the whole other part of it. DMC.
DMC, yeah.
I mean, both guys got shot.
I don't think it's C, but
well, you put him in there. You said DMC. Yeah, I don't. Somebody's out there yelling to us right now. Who it is?
I used to know. I used to worship those guys.
Man, what happened to your knowledge, man? I thought you
don't know, man.
The knowledge of Run DMC.
Been sniffing too much.
Did you ever see Tougher Than Leather,
WD-40?
the movie that they were in?
Yeah, years ago, man. Shit, I don't even think that shit's available on DVD. I'm sure some asshole's gonna go, yeah, it is.
I can't find who it is on here.
Okay.
Oh no, I know. No, it was Jam Master Jay.
Jam Master Jay. Yes.
That got shot.
Yeah. So who's DMC? Is he the guy with the glasses?
That's that dude in glasses.
I know.
Nah, man. Did you ever see Tougher
Than Leather?
Tougher Than Leather?
The movie?
The movie. The Run DMC
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
That's a horrible movie.
No, they were all horrible, with the exception of the Fat Boys Disorderlies. That's a work of art. I love that movie.
There was.
You can't even find that shit on DVD. I don't get that, man.
You can't find Disorderlies on DVD?
No, not at all. None of those fucking rap videos. You can't find. I know you can't find Beat Street on DVD.
Are you sure you can't find Beat Street on
I'm
DVD?
pretty goddamn sure.
Do you remember?
I know you can find Breaking too, of course.
Of course.
Double disc.
I bet you can't find. I mean, you gotta find Beat Street.
Have you ever heard anybody talking about Beat Street or even having it on DVD? I mean, at least somebody running around in our circles would have something like that.
One of the most sampled movies out there is called Wild Style. Mm-hmm. And that for a while, you would hear this movie being sampled in all kind of hip hop songs, and even that is available on DVD.
Oh shit! Oh.
Yeah. Man, I don't know why you can't find Beat Street, but I remember in Beat Street the Disorderlies. The Fat Boys, with the human beatbox. Human beatbox. Don't you stick 'em, stick 'em. You remember that? Stick 'em, stick 'em, stick 'em. Prince Marky D.
Hell yeah!
The human beatbox.
That's right. That poor guy.
Yeah,
that poor guy ended up dying.
He died of like a heart attack or something. Seriously.
Of course, man. He was young too. I mean,
yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Oh, depressing.
I mean, people used to go to Fat Boys concerts, and the front row would have umbrellas and raincoats. Seriously,
yeah.
spitting and beatboxing.
Spit like a motherfucker on
yeah.
Either that or he's trying to eat you.
I remember this in keep wanting to say this or in Beat Street. You remember wasn't there the scene? Was it the All You Can Eat scene that was from? Was that from?
Yeah. Wait. They did a video
that was taken from a movie.
I think that was Crush Groove.
The Crush Groove.
That was Crush Groove.
Yeah.
You can't even find that on DVD.
Oh, you can eat.
Yeah. Oh, you can eat. Oh, man.
I mean, those three fat Negroes came into the restaurant singing and dancing. You can see people like running out and shit.
Yeah.
God damn, they're gonna eat us if we don't leave. Oh, you can eat.
You see that dude, the beatbox dude, just get fucking crazy.
Turn to Godzilla.
His eyes all wide, eating like chunks of sandwiches. It's fucking awesome.
Well, I went to New York when I was 16 with my preacher at the time.
Damn.
And I remember walking into that restaurant.
Oh, no shit.
I was looking just by accident. It was totally by accident. We wanted to get some pizza, and we walked into this place, and I looked around. I was like, why do I feel like I've been here before? And I was like, and I started walking to the, oh, you can eat. I was like, oh, yeah, man, the Fat Boys were here. And then when I got to the counter, all the food was gone. We have no more food.
That the preacher hit you on the back of the head. God damn, Corey. Like a goddamn fool. Can't take you nowhere. But the Fat Boys were here.
I know
preacher.
the guys still at the counter. They ate it all. Oh, you can eat. They ate all they could. There's skeletons on the table. They ate people. It looked like a fucking apocalyptic scene in there and shit. Glass is broken when they ran out.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. I need to do a fucking marathon. I need to find those movies. Like, I need to make it my mission to find all those fucking old school fucking movies.
They are those movies, except for, well, even Breaking, man. All those movies had they had like kind of poor production values.
Yeah, they
and
did.
The acting was bad, but man, you go back and watch them, they're nostalgic as hell.
Yeah, they are.
Like a Crush Groove, Beat Street, even Tougher Than Leather, Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. There was even a movie Mario Van Peebles did that was awful. It was called Rapping.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that. Yes.
And they even had their own little Fat Boys part, and they wasn't the Fat Boys, but they had a fat rap in it. And the rap for him was, he's having a snack attack. He's having a snack attack.
Oh man. Okay, I have to write all these down and I have to find them.
But if you haven't seen Wild Style, all you hip hop heads out there, people who love the breakdancing culture and hip hop and everything, man, check out Wild Style. There's no actors in there. I think one of the biggest names in there is Fab Five Freddy and Busy B.
Busy B, that's right.
You remember Busy B?
Damn, I remember.
Yeah, man. And I think those are like some of the biggest names in there. So
Fab Five Freddy.
Fab Five Freddy, man.
I always trip out when I see him in that Blondie video.
Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah, I know you see him like, oh, no, I know I've heard the song a billion times. I know he's in this, but it still shocks me when I see him in there.
And he's so young. He looks way different from the Fab Five Freddy he was in Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah,
and that's what he used Blondie sample for that Yo MTV because he used to keep doing it over. Fab Five Freddy.
Yeah,
Fab Five Freddy. Fab Five Freddy.
I remember that. Damn.
Yo.
Oh, of course. But don't forget Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice. Don't forget about that film. Come on now.
No. Hell no.
Now, I got a DVD copy of that.
Why? You know what? I didn't even watch that Cool as Ice. I remember that movie, man. I never saw it.
I never saw it either. I just own it.
That movie made me. It just made me angry. I won't even get into why. So not gonna say anything about it.
That trailer always trips me out, man.
I remember the video for it. I remember, goddamn Vanilla Ice. Man, I just think it's funny you should mention him because I was just thinking about him yesterday morning. I don't know why, but for some reason I was angry because I kept remembering him introducing. I think he was giving a Grammy Award to Mariah Carey, and when he had to read it out, he was so trying to be street so hard. He was like, and the winner is, and he opened up the envelope, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you fucker.
Nodding his head, yeah. Like doing his Cool as Ice. Yeah. Nodding every direction. Yeah.
Motherfucker living off that one song.
Yeah.
He's remade that song 500 different times.
He made it into a fucking metal song. And I was like, I mean, right when I was in like deep in metal, I was like, I see that guy trying to fucking do like some hardcore metal shit, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me, really? And just watching his video where he actually had people fucking jamming out to his act, I was like, everyone in this room needs to have their fucking metal badge taken away from him and fucking just extinguished from the face of the earth for this atrocity that I'm witnessing right now.
Well, they weren't real metalheads, man. They were
and they were actors.
Fucking there. They were hired to be there. They were extras,
wearing their goddamn long-haired wigs and shit. And I even think like
he had like he had like a corn
roll, like
He was trying to look like the lead singer from Korn.
Oh, I thought he was trying to look like the Predator, but yeah. No shit.
Man, that fucking dude. Wow. Anyway,
what a sellout.
Is it true that somebody in the band Korn found Jesus and got saved? Like it was the guitar player?
It was a guitarist. Yeah, it was the white guitars that they had, not Monkey. I think that's what his name was. Not the guy with the dreads, but the other one.
Yeah, no, it's the big dude.
Yeah, no, that's the bass player. That's the bass player.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but it was like I can't remember his name. I only owned the first Korn album. That's my favorite Korn album. But that guitarist found God.
Wow.
I hope he's doing well.
Hey. Jesus saves.
Yeah.
But not careers.
Speaking of Vanilla Ice, real quick, did you ever see that MTV thing that he did where he was hanging out doing a show on MTV, and he was there with, I think, Ben Stiller, and they were watching old videos, and they started showing his Cool as Ice video, and they started making fun of it, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, he pulled out this bat and he smashed the TV like right in front of all these people, where it caused like a big fuss.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting it,
and everybody. And he was kind of joking, but still he destroyed property and shit. And everybody was like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?"
Yeah, and I think Janine Garofalo may have been in the room too. Because I want to say at least somebody in that room was really talking
that's
about.
a good memory, man.
Yeah.
I remember that because, like I said, it was meant as a joke, and
Yeah.
they're supposed to like try to come off as mad, but they were like, "You fucking destroyed this."
Yeah,
set. What's wrong with you?
They even showed like the aftermath where you see all the cameras moving back. One of the producers walks on. They start talking to him. They tell him you got to go, and all the other people that they had in that room who were the hosts, with the guest hosts, they were all just looking like this guy's fucking crazy. They're like, why did he think that was funny or something?
Yeah,
and Vanilla Ice is just looking like, and he for a second,
hey man, I'm hardcore,
and for a second he looked really pissed, which was crazy about it because they were making fun of the video with him in the room, and I guess the idea was for him to kind of laugh at himself.
Yeah,
but apparently that did not.
The
work.
fuck did they think he? Why did they think he wanted him there?
Yeah,
Yeah. You've done Vanilla Ice. What is it? Ice Baby. You've done like a metal version, a rap version, a polka version.
Shit.
Yeah, you haven't done anything but Ice Baby.
No.
Why would people not make fun of you?
You've been whoring yourself out as it is. Why are you gonna get mad at that?
Yeah, Bobby Van Winkle. His fucking name, Bullwinkle. That motherfucker's name is Bullwinkle.
Ice Winkle.
Stupid son of a bitch. He says that Suge Knight hung his ass out of a window.
Now that I believe,
sign a contract. Now that
I easily believe. I easily believe that.
I don't believe it because I believe Suge Knight would have actually dropped his ass as that happened.
I don't think Suge Knight was paying attention to his work. if he had, then yeah, it would have been bad news. Would have been Vanilla Ice people. Vanilla Ice
would look like Vanilla Ice cream on the ground down
on the ground. Yeah,
it would look like cherry and vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice splatter on the street.
Hey man, let's get into this talk about my man here, Michael Bay.
That's right.
So everything's going 3D now. Everybody's want to do 3D. That's the trend.
Yeah.
For at least the big budget films that are coming out.
And a lot of the directors, James Cameron himself has even spoken on the subject of these movies that are, wanting to do this. They're all going to suck. I mean, he's been in several interviews saying, I understand the trend right now and that every studio is jumping on board to this, but they're jumping on board for all the wrong reasons, and these films are just going to be terrible.
Yeah. And I've seen great movies where the 3D just did not make a difference. Mm-hmm. And so I think people are starting to actually realize now that if you're going to do 3D, you can't treat 3D as an afterthought. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of Michael Bay's school of thinking here. He goes on this in this article to say, well, he doesn't say anything yet. The article is just about him, James Cameron, and 3D in general. And it says, though James Cameron's Avatar has gone on to become the top grossing film of all time, and Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland has also led the box office in recent weeks, Michael Bay still isn't sold on 3D. He's like saying, the hell with this. Now, you figure like Michael Bay.
Yeah, out of all people, fucking Michael Bay. Yeah, just like
he does huge event, big box office spectacle films. Mm-hmm. Transformers, those are nothing but huge special effects. That's all that movie is.
Yeah, those look like they're trying to be fucking 3D because they throw so much shit at you on the screen that you're like wondering what the fuck is coming at shards of glass.
I know. You figure like, okay, well, the next Transformers is going to be all over 3D, but no. He says, well, the article says the Transformers franchise director told Deadline.com that 3D cameras were too bulky for his complicated action sequences, and he was disappointed with post-production 3D conversions. He goes on to say, I shoot complicated stuff. I put real elements into action scenes, and honestly, I'm not sold right now on the conversion process, he told the site. Basically, it means that, look, I'm going to destroy the fuck out of all these cameras if I get up hold of them. That's just going to be more expensive. I'm reading between the lines here. I know what he's saying. Yeah. He's like, you know what? They're going to get blown up. They're going to get thrown off of buildings. I'm going to set them on fire.
And I'm like wondering what exactly, with that statement, I'm wondering, okay, now what exactly is going on around these cameras? Because isn't all that shit shot on like a goddamn stage anyway? Like there's nothing there. The fucking Autobots aren't real.
I know. Well, he does use big models. Yeah. I mean, one thing I got to give to him, there's a lot of practical shit and mixed in with a lot of computer stuff. Right, I mean, I have to say, it's amazing some of the stuff that he pulls off on screen. Yeah. Michael Bay. Everybody thinks they have a problem with Michael Bay as a person. No, I do not. I think the guy's amazingly talented when it comes to just setting up spectacle and action sequences. I mean,
Right.
there's nothing like that out there. I mean, does it go a little crazy with it? Yeah. You gonna get some story with it? No.
It goes fucking nuts.
I think with these cameras, I think he'll get one 3D camera and throw it at another 3D camera.
He's gonna throw it at the actor for a real 3D effect. This is where Optimus Prime punches you.
Hey, Shia.
Yeah.
Huh? Boom.
He's wearing that shit on his head. He looks like a goddamn Decepticon.
Yeah. Hey, Tyrese. Huh? He's just running around the set throwing 3D cameras at people. Yeah, keep this fool away from a 3D camera. Yeah, let's see. The director told the site that the shot test footage with 3D cameras. Oh, I'm sorry. The director told the site that he shot test footage with 3D cameras, but thought the cameras were too unwieldy for his purposes on the upcoming third Transformers film. As for converting the film after the fact, as was done with the upcoming Clash of the Titans, Bay said what he's seen hasn't met his standards. So what they're saying is, and I like this kind of attitude that he has here. He doesn't like shooting something and then going back and saying, let's shoot it in 3D.
Yeah.
You know, James Cameron, when he went to Avatar, he had to do a lot of prep work in order to shoot the kind of 3D that he shot.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's tons of. I mean, you look at some of the behind the scenes stuff, and yeah, I mean, this movie took almost 3 years to fucking make, for crying out loud. So he had his heart and soul in this whole project, with the idea of wanting to create something big and and revolutionize these 3D cameras, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you go, that crying out loud, boy.
for crying out loud.
How's that for
I was like, but I you know what? This is the first time I'll
Brought
ever
to you in
say
3D.
this. Yeah.
No, you've actually been good. It hadn't come up for a while.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been.
You were just waiting for it.
I have a-
you
I
keep
have a-
looking at me like I'm waiting.
Oh no, I got a money jar right here.
I know shit. It's like a dollar bill ain't gonna come out of my mouth when I say it. But no, I mean, you know what? This will probably be the first and only time I'll say this. I actually applaud Michael Bay for at least admitting to this, that he's not crazy about this. Where I think a lot of directors are like, I wish more directors would speak about the issue, because it seems like the studios are making it a priority to have all these films all of a sudden just shot in 3D. Or I think Tim Burton, just yesterday, I'm sure you may find the same story, where Tim Burton was speaking about not wanting to do stuff in 3D, even though his movie just came out in 3D. But he's like, yeah, with everyone doing it, it's just going to get old hat, and it's going to get repetitive, and just like him using Johnny Depp in every film. But
hey, but you know what? That makes money.
It works, yeah. Hey, it makes money. If it makes
That's a
money,
magic team.
and that's the thing too. I mean, 3D is not going to go away because it is making money. I mean, it made fucking Avatar a shit ton of money, and that's what the other studios, that's what they want.
Well, I like the way they're thinking right now. I mean, they're trying to give you an experience that you cannot get at home with DVD or Blu-ray, even though they're trying to bring that experience home right now.
That's very true.
The thing is that with going to the theater, it's not just about 3D. I mean, I like the way that, let's go ahead and try to make it to where we get something totally different when we go there. But it's also still all about the social experience, too. Going there with a theater full of people who are watching the same movie, and you're sharing the same thoughts and feelings that everybody else is around you.
Yeah, you're at an event,
Yeah, but so I'm not totally down on 3D. I'm not going to say it's a fad right now. I think that this technology is being pushed more than it ever has. I mean, it's way different from the 50s when we had just had like a piece of blue and red plastic over our eyes. It's like cheap-ass glasses. Yeah. No, this is real technology being applied to not only theaters, but also home entertainment and video games. So yeah, I'm not against it, but I do like what he says here. It's like, I made this movie without thinking about 3D. Let's not force it. So,
because I tell you what, I'm not against Tron being in 3D, because looking at that trailer, I was like, nah, this is gonna look fucking kick ass in 3D.
Oh yeah. See, I'm eager to see some things in 3D.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see a director's creativity be hindered because the studio is coming in and saying, no, that shot right there, I know you like that shot, but can you angle it now to where it comes at you?
Right.
Basically, they're making the shot look gimmicky.
And I'm sure you'll see some films where it was never intended to be in 3D, but they're gonna convert it anyway, and you're just not gonna care.
Up,
it's gonna look terrible.
I have yet to be convinced that Up was ever thought about being 3D before it was made. I think that was a major afterthought.
Yeah. I really wish I would have seen that movie in 3D only to compare the two, because I saw it I saw it at home, and the look of that film was amazing enough. I mean, for me not to even care about seeing it in 3D. I mean, I was so taken back with just how it looked.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't need 3D for a film like that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's gonna look beautiful regardless.
Exactly. I mean, watching it on Blu-rays and
For crying out loud!
Oh, but Michael Bay is still kind of having an open attitude. If you listen to this right here, I am trying to be sold, and some companies are still working on the shots I gave them. Right now, it looks like fake 3D with layers that are very apparent. People can say whatever they want about my movies, but they are technically precise. See, that's what I'm saying. They are. Yeah. Even though it's a little crazy sometimes. And if this isn't going to be excellent, I don't want to do it. And it is my choice. And I agree with him because
I'm Michael Bay, goddammit.
Shit, you fucking with. Yeah. I mean, I don't want Transformers to be in 3D. Make me feel like I'm in a fucking car wreck for 3 hours.
Shit.
Like I'm in a head-on collision for the next 3 hours.
That last fucking film made me feel like I had a car wreck going on in my goddamn head.
Yeah, exactly. What you know what? You put those 3D glasses on me in a Transformers movie, I'm gonna feel like a crash test dummy. I don't want that shit on me.
I'm gonna start rolling in the back of my chair, rolling on people.
Let's see.
Make it stop.
And look at him. Michael Bay. Call him cocky. He'll tell you exactly what he's thinking. Yeah. He's like, look, my shit is real. My shit is good. He says, I'm used to having the A team working on my films, and I'm going to hand it over to the D team, have it shipped to India, and hope for the best. This conversion process is always going to be inferior to shooting in real 3D. Avatar took 4 years. You just can't shoot shit out of 3D movie. I'm saying the jury is still out. So there you go.
And I'm Michael Bay, goddammit.
And I'm awesome. Yeah. You better recognize.
You know how many years Avatar took to make? Do you?
Oh, let's see.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That guy is something else, I swear to God. I mean, wow.
He don't give a fuck. He wants you to know.
Yeah, you think I'm making these movies with chump change? Do you?
Shit. I'm badass.
Probably fucking punched out that interviewer
after he was done.
That guy's scared. He's like, I just asked a question. Hey, you called me.
Tell him I'm not gonna shoot it in 3D. Fuck, you understand? Okay.
I don't care what fucking studio they're running. It's not gonna happen with my film.
I work for a college newspaper. I have no power. The kids wearing glasses. Yeah. Are those 3D glasses? Take them off. Yeah. Please. I can't see without these.
Look at these things.
Are you looking at me in 3D?
Yeah. No. I'll give you something to look at in 3D.
Hey, man, switching gears real quick.
Yep.
Captain America.
Oh, Captain America, that goddamn superhero.
Man, now the more I talk to you, the more I really do think that you just hate Marvel. Your silence says it all. I didn't recognize this before. I thought you just like comics in general, but what is it about Marvel that makes you so upset?
No comment, sir. Can we move on to the next question? Yes. No. I don't have anything against Marvel, all right? I just recently, I just haven't been reading that much Marvel. I don't find their stories all that interesting. I thought they got to a point where they were just getting a little too serious for their own good, a little too ridiculous. And I'm like, hey, what happened to the whole fun part of being a superhero, all right?
But wait a minute, you love Batman. Yeah. You can't get more serious than Batman.
Exactly. And nobody else should try. That's what I'm saying, Corey. No, I just don't. I mean, I wish they'd put some more effort in their fucking movies, for crying out loud. Fuck!
I wasn't.
God damn it!
You know what? I didn't even notice it did. You stopped for a second. I was like, oh, he did it.
Oh, man, it's going to haunt me forever. All right, that's it. That's the last one. I'm not even going to joke about it anymore, Corey. All right. No, what was I saying?
Well, do you not like Iron Man?
No. You know what? A lot of the Marvel movies are just. I hate the fact that Marvel tries to really, get everyone hyped up about their films, but at the same time, it's like they're trying to turn them out so quick that of course, you can't make a quick film and have it be good. It just doesn't happen that way. And I wish they just pay more attention to what they're doing. Stop trying to hype everybody up. People are going to want to see these movies regardless. Just make a fucking good film and make some stories that I care about, all right? And like with Captain America, I'm like, okay, how are you going to let's pretend I'm not a comic book fan and I don't give a shit about, the character of Captain America. Show me what he looks like first. It's a guy wearing a fucking blue suit with a big star with a big shield, with the American star, and then it looks like a goddamn American flag. I'm like, looking at that, I'm like, I don't want to watch that shit. That looks fucking retarded. I mean, it looks stupid. A guy with fucking wings on his goddamn cowl, little white wings.
But then there's a guy who's going around the city with a bat suit on. I mean,
that looks fucking cool. All right, I'm sorry, Corey, but that is fucking tough.
No,
that is badass. I love that.
I'm not arguing with you here. I'm debating with you, just looking at both sides.
Right.
Because I think myself, whenever I look at kind of any superhero costume, I'm thinking, how are they going to make this happen?
Yeah.
In a live action film without looking silly.
Right.
I mean, I thought the same thing about Batman. They know Superman got a big blue and red suit with boots and a cape. I mean,
but that makes sense.
How so?
Because it's Superman.
Okay, I see your logic.
Superman
here.
is real. Yeah.
Because
where Captain America, I don't know, just there's never been a story that's really like pulled me in with Captain America. Besides, he's Captain America. He's like Marvel's Superman, I guess.
I just like
there's just nothing that interesting about him.
I like his origin story. And I was talking about this the other day. And I was like, you know what? If they make the movie, because Carlisle was saying, I want them to brush through the origins through the credits. And I was like, that's the worst. Why? I don't want to see anything brushed into the credits. That seems like a poor movie to me.
That is, I'll tell you exactly what that is, Corey. That is a TV movie cookie cutter montage that they've done 100 times, and it looks cheap. It will always look cheap.
It looks terribly cheap.
I mean, look at the Incredible Hulk, the opening scene of the Incredible Hulk, where I was like, this part of the film seems a lot more interesting, other than what I got.
You're talking about
the one with Edward Norton.
The one, yeah. I hate when they show stuff in opening credits. It really does feel like, okay, we just got to rush through this.
Exactly.
You already give me the tone like you don't really care. You just want to get through this real fast.
Let's give the people what they want. Hulk beating up cars. I don't care.
I hated that in the Hulk, and I don't want to see that done with something as cool as Captain America's story, where he's a weakling who loves America so much that he submits himself to this experiment that could kill him, and then he ends up being like the best soldier out there, like a super soldier, and everybody who picked on this guy has to respect him now. I mean, that's what people love, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
the underdog who comes up to like rise up and be something.
No, you're
that's
right.
more interesting to me than a guy running around in a costume for the rest of the movie.
But you know what kills it for me? What kills it for me is that Marvel, at the same time, they release all these animated films, and I don't know how many times I've seen the origin of Captain America done. I mean, they're always trying to do something with Captain America these days, to where it's gotten to the point of just being retarded, to where they're introducing a new Captain America. It's like everything. It's like somebody can't figure out what the fuck they want Captain America to be, so either they reintroduce him by having another guy play Captain America, or they release these DVD animated films where they show you the origin. They'll show it to you for like a split second, and you've seen it over and over again to the point where it's not interesting anymore. It's not cool. His origin isn't cool to me anymore.
So
I just don't care. How
many films have you seen with Captain America and his origin? I haven't seen that many.
The Avengers.
But they didn't show him. They didn't show him being the weakling and getting the serum and everything.
I want to say no. They showed him as being a soldier.
Yeah, they showed him like,
and they don't even, a lot of the majority of the stuff I read, they don't even really talk about that anymore, as far as him being like a weakling, like looking frail or anything. I don't think for the longest time I've read anything recently.
Well, it's like because he's been in the books. It's like why you only get like a brief synopsis of Peter Parker, and you don't have to go through that story anymore, you know?
Right.
But I don't know. I'll give the movie a chance because, like I said, the costume could be made to make sense in the film. It could be made to look cool.
Right.
I'm sure that it's not going to be the same thing we see in the book, because that just won't, it's not going to fit.
Have you seen the newest costume? They've already been through goddamn, I don't know how many costumes. But
what, in the Ultimates?
The newest costume they have for the new Captain America, where he's like an amalgamation of the old Captain America, but with a more of a military look to him. Like, I think like the lower part, I could be completely wrong. The black, like they show some black on his costume.
Well, let me admit something. I don't really even read Captain America. I never did, because I'm like you. that's just a character that never. See, I don't read Superman that much. Well, I haven't read comics in a long time as far as superhero comics.
Should be reading Superman. It's the best comic book out right now, my friend.
Well, see, that's
We'll talk about that some other day, but yeah.
Superman and Captain America, they seem like these perfect heroes, and there's really, for the longest time, there was really no real conflict with them and anything. That's why I love the Ultimates, because when in that book, they actually had to touch on Captain America coming back in modern day and how he had to fit in and how he had to conquer issues such as I'm coming across as a sexist because it's a different time.
Right.
To like approach race differently now. I thought that was kind of cool, and
that's
the
a great
costume
book.
was even changed. So and that's what I think they're going to try and do with the movie. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of it brought there. But I don't know. Like I said, they say it's going to be a World War II movie, and I don't know. I love the Rocketeer, and that the Joe Johnston directed the Rocketeer is directing this, so I know he can handle period piece as well. But
Joe Johnston is. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, but they casted the movie. This is funny because whenever we talk about casting the movie, guess who comes online?
Let me guess. Somebody who should be working, but they're not.
That's right. Taking his time out to sit up here and talk shit. And I guarantee he's gonna come in every time somebody with every post that's been done about Chris Evans, who was Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four, being cast as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America.
Yeah.
He's come in, he's been like, I've told you now, listen, he hasn't been cast yet. Marvel and Paramount have not made the decision yet. He has not signed anything. It's rumor.
What is wrong with him?
Every post has gone up. Listen, I'm not going to say it anymore, okay? He has not been cast yet.
I didn't know that he's in charge of Marvel Studios.
Actually, he knows a lot, so he could be right. I'm not going to even sit up here and act like he doesn't, because he's told me some things and he's been right about it. I just think it's funny. Like, anytime,
it is.
Every post that's coming about Captain America.
How many times do I have to tell you people?
Listen, okay?
This is the last time I'm going to talk about it.
From the last time I said something.
Well, let me tell you about iTunes. God, the guys already talked about that 3 weeks ago. Let me explain once again. I love that. I love that guy.
But no, I'm messing with Fungus Monkey. He's a big help. He's actually huge. I just think it's funny. Like, he's just so passionate about it. He's like, look, and I've never seen the guy freak out. Never seen him angry. He's always real cool and calm. Yeah. But in those posts, I've never seen him just so agitated.
What do you think about the casting of Chris Evans and Captain America?
Wait a minute, let me let Fungus Monkey quit screaming right now.
I heard it's true. My buddy actually called me up yesterday. He's like, "Did you hear the good news?" Oh yeah. What are you talking about, the healthcare? And he's like, "No, I'm talking about Chris Evans as Captain America." I was like, you can't have Storm being Captain America. That's stupid.
Well, they're talking about rebooting Fantastic Four 2, and honestly, they should, because those movies are just not that good, man.
They're not.
I don't even know what they were thinking with that.
Marvel they weren't thinking, Corey.
Yeah, Tim Story directed those. The guy that did Barbershop and Barbershop 2.
Yeah, but Marvel.
Did he do Barbershop 2? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but Marvel sure did like fucking push them out there as far as trying to get people back on that whole bandwagon, as far as trying to convince everyone that Fantastic Four Silver Surfer was not going to be what the original Fantastic Four is. Like, okay, now this time we have it right. And that's what pisses me off about Marvel, because they'll fucking sell their mother. They'll fucking throw a Captain America goddamn cowl on their mother and sell it to whoever is willing to pay. But it's like, stop talking, stop telling all the fucking dorky comic book fans out there exactly what they want to hear, because you've talked to them plenty of times and you're just going to spew out some shit just to sell your stuff, and then you're going to give me some half-ass product. Well, you're going to present to me fucking Galactus as a fucking floating fucking fart cloud in goddamn space, for crying out loud.
Well, let's be fair here. I mean, Warner Brothers did give us, and who owns DC, did give us some really bad Batman sequels, and in the fourth one, Batman and Robin, they were saying, oh, but this one, it's going to be darker. It's what the fans want. And then they went and shot scenes of George Clooney just putting his head down, crying about his father. So, I mean,
I've given up. I gave up by I think after Batman Forever. I was like, I was in a geek denial of that film. I was like, it's good. It's not that bad. It's all right. Val Kilmer's pretty good as Batman. And then fucking Batman and Robin would just. It was if I had balls, it was like watching somebody crush my balls, in front of me and laughing. And I mean, Batman died for me on that tragic night that we saw it. And I had a friend of mine's friend get fucking pissed off at me because I went to see that fucking movie. Like, he's like, you went to go. I didn't even know the guy. I thought I was gonna get into a fight too, because this guy came up to me and I was telling my buddy, yeah, I just fucking saw Batman and Robin. That was the most depressing fucking experience I've ever had in my life in the movie theater. And his friend was like, you went and fucking saw that shit? I was like, yeah, I did. It's kind of my job. And he's like, no, fuck that. Why'd you go do that? And I was like, dude, because it's my job. No, that's fucking bullshit, man. You're just one of those. And I think it was, come on, ass. It might as well have been him.
Fuck!
He's like, no, man,
fuck.
that's fucking bullshit. You knew that movie was going to be bullshit, and you went and saw it anyway, and you're fucking just giving money into that fucking bullshit, and they're just going to take that money, they're going to make more. And I was like, and I looked at my friend like, you going to calm down this dog? Or am I going to have to bite him? Oh, shit.
Oh, look at
I was
you.
like, look, man, I just told him, I understand, and you're a much better person than I am for not seeing it, because, yeah, everything you're thinking about is horrible as you think it's going to be is absolutely true. I'm the dumbass here. All right? I'm the dummy. Yeah, you're right. You want to kick me in my fucking head right now?
Is this the same guy that got excited about the girl peeing?
No.
Yeah.
No, but that guy was pissed. Like a month later, my friend told me, you know my friend that you met? I was like, yeah, that dickhead. He's like, that dude is still mad at you. Somebody brought up that movie
Jesus,
the other
man,
day,
that
and he was
guy.
still mad at you for watching it.
That guy needs help.
Yeah, he does.
No, I have to say, looking at the history of both companies, I mean, they both have made some bad films until they stumbled across that one property that actually did it for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Spider-Man is all the Spider-Man movies, well, especially the third one, but all of them are no Batman, no Dark Knight, but they're still good.
They're still entertaining.
Yeah,
I mean,
except for the third one.
Yes.
And I think that they are trying to do something. Even with the Hulk, I thought that they were actually trying to get it right. And for the most part, I thought that they did get elements of the Hulk right. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
they did.
It was
Yeah.
a tad too late because they still had the aftertaste of the first movie
It
around.
was,
And a
yeah.
lot of people were still thinking about that. It was a hard sell. But I think they're trying to do the right thing. I think they're trying to think about their fans as far as like doing something that hardly anybody has ever done with films, and that is make these characters interact with each other like they do in the comics. I mean, that's a crazy thing to try with film because
Right.
films take so much time to make.
It does. And
So-
a lot of money. I mean, you think about if they ever do, which I don't think is going to happen. When they do that Avengers, I mean, that possibly could be like the most expensive movie.
I know, that'd be crazy.
I don't think it's going to be like Avatar crazy, but I mean, it's going to be
might.
fucking expensive.
It could be.
That's true. Especially if they go to Planet Hulk.
And I will not even watch that shit if that happens. But you know something?
But they have to, Corey.
I hope that they make that movie, man. That movie will be so much fun if they get it right. Having the Hulk, Iron Man,
Yeah.
Thor, and all those guys. Even though I don't know how that's gonna fit, man. 'cause
Yeah, I know. But you know what? As much shit as I talk, no, I don't fucking hate. You know, I ain't losing sleep over Marvel and what they do. I'm going to be the first. I'm going to be the first in line to see that fucking movie. And then you know what? I'm dying to eat my words. You know, if it comes out being huger and even better than The Dark Knight, if this surpasses The Dark Knight, if it takes that bar that I like to talk about, Corey, and it really throws that bar all the way to Planet Hulk, I will eat my own fucking words and.
I'll eat my own shit.
No, I ain't that crazy.
But what Chris Evans, I think a lot of people are saying that this guy they're worried about him being in a movie because he jokes around a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of movies got brought to my attention that I forgot to bring up because I remember seeing him recently in Push, and he had to be a little more serious in that film than he did as Johnny Storm. But I forgot about him being like in Sunshine. In that movie, oh man, it was the one with Keanu Reeves that was written by Street Kings. Chris Evans was in Street Kings.
Yeah, he was a cop.
Yeah. And the guy, he can act, all right? And I think he's got that look. He just needs to bulk up a little bit. But I think he has the look for Captain America.
That's what I said. I mean, it's funny you brought up Push because my buddy, when he was all excited, he was like, you know what, for the longest time I thought that guy, you know, he just, half the time he looked like a frat boy. And, you know, until he saw Push, he was convinced he could be Captain America.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
Well, I bring up Push because that was an action film where he had to be a little more serious. He didn't joke around a whole lot. And you got to see him fall and, you know, just, I mean, if you think about it, he was kind of a superhero in that film himself.
Yeah.
So I was the art itself. So, yeah, I was thinking like, I can totally see this guy as Captain America.
Yeah, I mean, I told my buddy, you know what? He's going to look good in the suit. That's all I know. He'll look good as Captain America.
Yeah.
But, we'll just have to wait and see what they do with that whole story because, like, I think Captain America and Thor suffer from the same problem as far as, like, what story do you stick to? I mean, do you treat Thor like they do with where he has an alter ego or he transforms from a skinny guy to, Thor, which they're not doing? And how do you handle Captain America? Are you going to keep him during the World War II, which I think would be far more interesting? I'd actually like to see. I would actually see a Tarantino version of Inglourious Basterds with Captain America. I think that would be fucking kick ass. That movie I'd pay to see twice. But yeah, there's no telling what they want to do. Only because I've always thought, like I said before, Marvel just doesn't know how they want to treat these origin stories half the time. They're always trying to revamp them to make them more interesting for younger audiences. And I wish they just stick to one thing and stay with it.
Well, I can see Captain America with Iron Man, even as far-fetched as Captain America is. If you want to take it even further, if treated right, like I saw certain scenes in the Hulk where they were directed pretty well, even though we're dealing with a big green monster.
Yeah,
that's even more of a stretch than Captain America. If directed well, I can even see that happening because we can always say, well, it's science.
Yeah.
Thor,
Super science.
Yes, science. I don't know how that's going to fit with any of these characters. A god who comes down, pretty much for us, a magical being.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to fit in the same world, especially as something as the serious, realistic tone that they gave Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
I don't know how Thor is going to fit with that, but we'll see.
Yeah. You know who I just speaking of Chris Evans, if he wasn't cast as Captain America, because if people out there don't know, Chris Evans is Captain America. I
told you, Carl. I told you.
I could see him making a really good Flash, a real superhero that's kick ass.
Chris Evans would make a great Flash.
Yeah.
But I don't want, you know what? It's that same thing with Ryan Reynolds. I don't want to see this guy going around playing every fucking superhero. It's the same thing with Christian Bale. I don't want to see him playing every iconic character out there, a pop culture character, because that's the guy that we think about right at the top of our head.
That's the only tough guy that we can think of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, you're
for a lot of these movies, I would say pick an unknown.
Yeah.
Surround him with stars, but make the hero unknown so we can really buy that guy as that character.
You know what? So, I really want to see a movie where they have all these characters being played by the same guy, where it looks like the Nutty Professor is Ryan Reynolds playing three other characters.
I want them to make the Avengers movie with the Fat Boys. Yeah. Oh, you can. That's all they do. They eat all the villains. I'm having a snack attack.
Oh my God,
man!
That was our episode of Leog.
Yeah, there you go. Done. Let's do this style. Now let's see if we can get into something a little more serious here before we get into email. I would tell you I have not been keeping up with this as much as I should because I've just been busy. I've been trying to, but healthcare, man. Everybody's going crazy over the healthcare reform.
Everyone is going crazy on both sides. People are excited that it's finally happening. Other people believe that we are becoming Nazi Germany.
And that's fucking ridiculous, okay? You know what? Yeah. This is what, okay, I understand people's concerns about healthcare because I was saving this for when we were going to talk because I didn't want to bring out the conversation before we actually start recording. Right. A lot of people are saying, because you said, okay, this healthcare reform that President Obama just passed, has just signed, it's going to require all Americans to have healthcare. Just like in certain states where if you drive a car, you are required. Is it all states? I mean, I can't.
I'm pretty positive it's all states.
It's all states, yeah. If you drive a car,
you have to have
insurance. That's required by law.
Yes.
So a lot of people are saying, we don't understand why people are upset because it's just like having auto insurance. Well, the difference is that it's up to you whether you drive or not. Right. It's a luxury. It's a choice to drive a car. this requires you just by being born
Yeah.
to have insurance. And I can see why people are worried about that, because people are used to having a choice of having insurance or not. And a lot of people are still not sure. Like, you have employers, small business people who don't know how this bill is going to work for them if they have to insure their employees.
Yeah.
Or is it going to be their employees have to insure themselves?
I believe there are already some states that make the companies, if I read this correctly, make a lot of their companies who work there over a certain amount of time have insurance. Have health insurance.
But listen, man, I understand the worry with that. Also, I understand why people would not consider this something that we should be putting all of our energy into, and we should be concentrating on other issues, because people see the government right now just fighting each other on healthcare, and it really is one team versus another.
Yeah.
It's bipartisan politics at its worst, and then people get the feeling like, you know what, you're arguing over one issue to just see who's going to win the argument without thinking about the American people.
Republicans.
well, I'm not. This is the thing.
No,
I'm trying to be fair on both sides. I've never been one to come up here and mix my words and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try and be fair so I don't hurt somebody else's feelings." No, I'll tell you exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I do feel very strongly about how the Republicans are acting about this.
Oh yeah.
And this is me coming from a fair point of view. This is me just not talking like as a Democrat or anything. Because really,
I'm not a Democrat.
yeah, I'm kind of libertarian. If you think about it.
I don't even know what you call me, but I'm a robot. But the thing is, right now, I'm really fucking hating Republicans.
But I understand why people they say Democrats versus Republicans, and I wouldn't even say I'm a libertarian. I tell you what, I'm not a Republican just because I don't agree with most of their politics. And that's it. Maybe one day their politics will shift where, maybe I'm a Republican now.
Yeah.
But as of
maybe
right
if they
now,
actually came up with some ideas.
Yeah,
What to do, instead of constantly fighting and going, no, we don't want that, and then spewing out some shit to the uneducated public, going, you don't want this because they're going to take away your money, they're going to take your rights away. You know what? You're in Nazi Germany now. Deal with it.
I hate those kind of scare tactics, and I tell you this: I can see right now unemployment's at an all-time high. The economy is still screwed up, and a lot of people are saying, you know what? Let's fix the economy, because I think that's a real issue. I think this whole healthcare thing is just somebody trying to get the argument heard and just trying to win.
Right.
I don't think anybody really has the American people in mind here. Let's fix the economy. I don't have a job. So I understand why people feel neglected. I mean, especially with the last administration, people are feeling like the White House is a mess, and to see them arguing over something like this just makes it feel like it's more than a mess. So I understand where people are coming from.
You don't even have to be in politics to realize it's a mess, for crying out loud. I mean, fuck.
But
anyway, yes.
But my whole attitude of this thing where Republicans are now talking about I'm seceding, we're getting attorneys general to come in.
Yeah, good luck with that. Secede.
We're going to file lawsuits, and it's pretty much an attitude that seems to me very much like I'm going to take my ball and go home, and I'm going to get on the floor and scream.
Right.
I don't, because I do see this as like something that's very bipartisan for them. It's like important for them just to win, and.
Yeah, because nobody's giving me a legitimate argument as to why we shouldn't have something like this. My logic is, whatever we had before, whatever that was, it's not working. It's not fucking working, all right? And your party isn't offering up any ideas for it at all,
See, my whole attitude about the healthcare bill that's passing now is that it's change. And no matter if it makes sense or not, and I will be honest, I'm going to tell you, I still don't know if this is going to make sense. Yeah. I think Obama's sweating his nuts off right now.
I know he is.
Oh my God, did I do the right thing?
But he's keeping his cool because he's president.
Yeah, he's keeping his cool.
He's not going to flip out. He's like, oh God, what did I do?
And this kind of stuff is always met with resistance.
Oh yeah.
Any kind of change is going to happen. People are going to freak out because it's not what we had before, even if what we had before was bad. Let me tell you something. The healthcare system is fucked here. Other countries are laughing at us, like you said.
Yeah, there are 29 other countries that have had this system, And none of them have turned into Nazi Germany. They're not burning Jews.
That's a fucking scare tactic. I never went to the slippery slope argument of things. Oh, well, now if you do this, this is going to happen. Don't give me that shit. They did it when they were talking about gay marriage. Oh, and a lot of Republicans did do this. You know what? If you pass gay marriage, you know what's going to happen next? People are going to be able to have sex with animals. And they're going to be able to marry horses. And it's like, shut the fuck up, all right? No,
that's your argument. That's your fucking third grade argument.
That's a scare tactic right there. It doesn't even make sense.
No.
All right? I mean, animals can't think for themselves. That would be animal abuse if we had people have sex with animals and they weren't conscious of what was happening to them. All right?
Yeah, and I blame it on an uneducated just an uneducated society. And because there's these people. I mean, a lot of this stuff goes over my head too. I'm very much a victim of not paying attention to what's going on in my country and what's going on in politics, only because they don't make it to where it makes sense to me. They'll just give me some stupid shit going, you know what, if you don't agree with this, your world is going to end up in shit. And that's what I hear. And I don't agree with that. I'm like, well, you know what? This idea that you're presenting to me, it sounds like it would work. Yeah, sure. I may have to pay something. Somebody's going to have to pay for it. But you know what? It seems like in the long run, it's going to benefit me. And at least I'm going to have an option. If something should happen to me or you, at least we won't get denied treatment or anything like that. I'd rather deal with that scenario than have a scenario where I can't afford health insurance or something like that. Not that I need it because I'm a robot. But yeah.
Yeah, we got car insurance.
Yeah, where I'm just going to end up getting screwed because I don't have something like that. I don't have a plan. And what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to go to another fucking country to either get a surgery or to fix whatever is wrong with me. I'm going to have to leave this country to go to a place where I can afford it. Yeah. And my money is going to go into their economy, not this one.
Well, not every, and don't get us wrong, people. I'm not saying every country has better health care. There's some countries that don't, but there's some countries that do.
Yeah.
And with the way things are going now, my point was saying change is met with resistance. 1965, I think Lyndon B. Johnson was going through something similar by passing Medicaid. A lot of people were raising hell about that at the time. Yeah. It's an institution now. Medicaid is kind of in trouble right now, I think, but it's still something that people saw as kind of necessary. Right now, FDR with his New Deal, man.
Oh yeah.
Back in the 30s, late 30s, after part of his New Deal programs was the Social Security Act.
Yeah.
People were going crazy about that. I think
people were flipping out. Yeah. Yeah. And look at us now. We're fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
are we?
We're not Nazi Germany now. I mean, there's a lot of these programs that get implemented. A lot of people it's change and they don't like it, and that's why I'm saying maybe this thing is not perfect. Maybe I don't mind the counter argument, and people listen to me. Before you come in and start calling us all kind of fucking communists and shit like that, fuck you. First, I don't even give a shit.
I ain't scared.
Yeah,
I'll fight you.
Socialism is not a bad thing. We have certain forms of socialism in this country right now.
God damn it, Corey, you socialist bastard!
Hey man, do you know what? If the house is on fire, what do you call it? The fire department? Yeah. Socialist program. Yep. Police department.
That's true.
Socialist program.
You're absolutely right.
Educational system, public school system, socialist program. Yep. All right. I mean, don't give me this shit like social programs don't work. We have all kind of fucking social programs on there.
People don't think of it because
you ever call the fucking police for anything, you're socialist. All right.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here with that. I mean, and I'm just, again, people, I'm just being fair. I agree. Let's not go in here and just be blind and not question this healthcare program. But let's not sit up here and talk about how, we'll all of a sudden just turn into, the country that's going to be communist or Nazi Germany or this is unconstitutional what's happening here, because right now, healthcare system is in crisis. And there's a lot of things that I think people are resisting because I think the healthcare industry has a lot of powerful lobbyists in there. Oh yeah, and they were getting away with shit like being able to refuse people, deny them because of pre-existing conditions. Right. They were able to just drop people.
Right. Yeah, and that's
because
what I want.
Of their conditions. You know what the thing you're paying for. Yeah. And I think on this bill they won't be able to do that anymore. I know at least for they won't be able to deny you for
they're not going to be able to
conditions.
Deny, which is what I wanted to bring up because that's at least the one good thing out of this, because you won't be denied if, let's say, you have somebody else's insurance. They can't go, well, sorry, we can't give you treatment, we can't give you medication because you're under this other thing. You're not going to be able. They're not going to be able to do that, and that's a good thing. But the other good thing is that this system is going to provide jobs for fucking
For fuck's sake.
for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's gonna provide jobs. I mean, the IRS is going to need people when this program, takes effect, which is supposed to be like 2014, when it's supposed to be like really implemented. But jobs are going to be created because of this. And you know what? Right now, I think like just the stocks as far as pharmaceuticals. I mean, I think that it's going up right now because of this. So
I worked with a guy my job at Heart of Texas, where I worked on Space Jam. The director there, a guy named Sam. Mm-hmm. Sam Fleming. I'll go ahead and say his last name. Mm-hmm. He was so upset with the health insurance company that was helping his mother out. Mm-hmm. I think our boss, you remember Don? I think. Yeah. He was about to provide health care for everybody.
Yeah.
He was going to give us benefits. And Sam, when he heard like Don mention one name, he's like, I don't want to have anything to do with those people. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, what happened? And he's like, my mother died when she had cancer. Mm-hmm. She couldn't get certain treatments because the insurance that she was paying for, they dropped her. Just dropped her, and there was nothing you can do. You know how many lawsuits are out there with people who?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's privatized and it's a business, and they're in the business to make money. And if they can't make money because you're what they say is sucking up their fucking funds.
Yeah.
Because you're paying for what you're supposed to, because you're getting what you pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I don't know how you can call this America anymore when that's happening. How can you be proud to have that?
Exactly.
How can you be patriotic when that shit is happening and not want to change it?
And it's sad and it's embarrassing. I mean, like I said, it's embarrassing because, other countries who are using it, they look at us and they're like, what the fuck are you guys arguing about? I mean, this is going to benefit you. And you know what? If somebody's going to take if they're going to take money away from you because you need to do something, at least you know where your fucking money is going, for crying out.
Yeah.
Fucking.
We're going to get you some for crying out loud insurance.
Yeah, exactly. But, think about this. And I was talking to a buddy and we researched this, and we have a good majority of our taxes right now going to universal health care over in Iraq and Afghanistan. We have money. Yes, we do. Yes, this is a fact. We have money being taken out that we're paying for. We're paying for universal health care over in Iraq and Afghanistan right now since the beginning of the war. We are paying for that. We are paying for that. I guarantee you. Hopefully, I hope two people are going, what? Because
I'm going.
Listen up. We are paying for that. Your money is already being used to pay for somebody else's universal health care. I mean,
and we ain't getting it here.
And you know what? And I ain't getting. I'm a robot. I don't need it. Corey ain't getting jack shit.
I'm sick right now.
Look at Leon. Look at that guy's 100 years old. He needs it. He needs that. That's my buddy. I don't want nothing to happen to him. Because he still owes me he
owes you $5.
He needs to give me back my comics.
What? Wow, I did not know that, man. And are you sure about this?
And now you know, and no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just saying, because I didn't know this, and I haven't had time to research it. So, because some people will come on here and be like, "Hey,
fuck them."
Yeah. But
when I'm lying, I'm telling the truth, Corey.
And if I'm lying, I'm dying because I ain't got no health insurance. But man, and for those people who are sitting up here, say, I hear exactly what you're saying. It's so many. There seems to be some double standards going on, and that seems to be one of them. That's true, and that's crazy. And here's another one. I mean, for all these people who are talking about unconstitutional. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking at what happened the last 8 years. 80 years that we had the last administration, and what happened. 3 things I can name off the bat. Well, we had an election that people still can't decide if it was stolen or not, and it's very fishy that it happened in a state where the president that would come into office during that time, his brother was the governor of that state. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then we had all our money going to paying for a lie. I don't care what anybody says about those fucking weapons of mass destruction. Mm-hmm. I've argued with so many people who at the time were just trying to make those things happen. They were never fucking there. We were lied to.
That's right. We don't live in your world of imagination.
Yeah. And who was brought to justice over any of that? Uh-huh. No one, as I know of yet. Mm-hmm. No real scapegoats. I mean, some people shamed, but that's about it. And
it's been brushed under the rug with the blood.
And what about the fucking Patriot Act? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, all of this shit.
Sir.
And nobody's sitting up here screaming in the fucking, on the House floor about this shit.
Because there's no Republican on a media format going, you know what? You know what's happening right now? This is happening, and you're gonna get fucked, and you're gonna burn in hell, and this country is making you do that. You need to stand up. You need to fight. We need to revolutionize. No.
Yeah. No. I hear what you're saying. No, you're right.
Hey, look, the fucking sky is falling, people. You know what? I hope that fucking sky does fall. I hope it falls on one of these fucking idiots that are saying this, and we don't have health care to where they'll be denied wherever they go. But you know what? Now we do. If the fucking sky falls, hit you in the fucking head, cracks your head open, you'll be fine. You're gonna be all right, buddy. You're gonna be all right. Fucking Republican scum.
Well, you know what? There's still some questions about the healthcare system. I think that they're fair, and like I said, I think people should ask those questions.
Don't ask Rush Limbaugh. Don't ask him. That motherfucker. What is he said he wanted to go to Costa Rica if this bill passed.
Oh my God! Please go.
Oh yeah, go already. Yeah, you know, take your unprescribed Viagra that you tried to sneak in there one time. Take that shit and go fuck all the little boys or whoever the fuck it is you're fucking. Because I know there's not a goddamn chick inside that wants to fuck you. All right, go do that. Go fucking go hang out in Costa Rica for crying out loud. You son of a
please.
bitch.
I'm glad it passed. Yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Go to Costa Rica. Take your legal prescriptions of Oxycontin that you said for other people's legal prescriptions. You said everybody should be put in jail for.
No shit.
What the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
And get the fuck out,
Hypocrite.
man. All this shit about people. I'm not saying. Look, I like that both parties debate. I think that's necessary. But right now, all this fucking temper tantrums and screaming and hollering, that shit is ridiculous. All right, and it didn't happen when shit was going on when they were in power.
Oh shit!
When
the
all
fucking
kind of weird
Republicans
shit.
and goddamn Republicans. I'm saying right now we need to systematically annihilate all goddamn Republicans right now.
See, now
and you know,
like comments are coming in. It's co-host everybody.
And the thing is, I have a lot of friends, Corey. I got a lot of friends who are Republicans, but you know what? Those are going to be the first motherfuckers I killed. But don't worry, because they're going to forgive me because you know what? They're Christian too. So
he's joking. People, I say I'm the one that's trying to have a fair debate here. He's the one who.
I want to get Republican babies, and I want to hang them on Christmas trees, Corey. I want to do that.
When we get on all the Republican comments come in, you know what I aim towards.
Oh shit, Corey, there's a sniper right across the street. Oh, I'm made of metal, you son of a bitch.
Has healthcare reform kicked in?
Healthcare. Is it 2014 yet?
Can I be denied?
No, I can't be denied. Give me drugs.
I have a pre-existing condition called bullet wound.
I'm going to Mexico.
I just want dental. That's all.
No. You know what? That's what I was wondering too, man. 'Cause, dental will be a lot of people in this country need dental.
I know.
But
out there.
That'd be fucking great because dental, man. Oh god, that is a mob business and a half, man. Woo.
I know.
But I don't give a shit. Everyone has a good valid point.
Not everybody. You were right. Everybody does not have a good. No, I'm not going to even say
not Rush, but yeah.
No, there's some people who.
Well, I mean, as far as people who are trying to debate it, as far as how it affects their lifestyle, I can understand somebody's, as long as they're being logical about it and not just screaming, "We're all fucked." I'm gonna secede from the country or whatever.
Good luck.
You
know what? If there's a problem, sit down and talk about it. Quit all this. Baby killer, and all this, you lie, and all that, what are y'all fucking spoiled?
Yeah.
If you got a problem, talk about that shit. Quit acting like a bunch of fucking brats.
Goddamn right.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm even with you halfway on abortion issues. If that's something that's bothering you, work the language out.
That's
because while I'm pro-choice, I don't think that anybody should just get a free pass to just go have a haphazard abortion, which I don't think is commonly happening.
No. Everything gets abused. No matter what good system is out there, it's going to get abused regardless. I mean, people are doing it right now. People have been doing it. That's the nature of some people, where they're just going to fuck shit up for others, And I mean, through the test of time, we'll see if this works. And if it doesn't, you know what? We're already going to hell in a handbasket. Might as well just make it quicker, right? Put everyone out of their misery. Because I know the robot war is going to happen, and I ain't going to give no two shits about this. Oh, who's that? Is that Fungus Monkey? Tell him
I told you that. We're talking about healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, Captain America ain't going to give you free healthcare. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's Young Turk, one of our other artists. Okay. You can make me feel good in other ways, though. I'm sorry. No, that's unnecessary. We're recording right now, and you just happen to be on the air. Yeah, well, No,
You happen to be screwing up our recording.
No, actually, we're not live today. We're just recording right now. What's up, my mang? Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't wait, man. I think this is going to be fun. I can't wait to see it. All right. All right, then. All right, talk to you later, man. Bye.
Yeah. But just to wrap this up, I mean, at least for me, I wish the Republicans and the Democrats someday can just get together and go, look, we're all in the same country. We're all in the same boat here. We're trying to rock it this way and that way.
Yeah.
We'll all end up drowning if we keep doing this. And we need to, sit down and see exactly how we can come together and make a plan that'll work for everyone. Sure, it may not be a perfect plan, but at least it has everyone's well intentions involved.
I agree.
And the thing is that we can only do this struggling for so long before we end up, fucking each other over. So I hope, because you know what, I look at these people like they're players in a poker table, and all we are, at least the people, are just bystanders that are just watching.
Pawns
and
in the game.
Yeah, we are pawns in the game, and in our heads we're trying to figure out what we would do if we were at that table. But the way I look at it, you think any of these professional players want us sitting at that table, Corey? Do you really think that?
No.
Do you? Of course not. Of course
you're scaring
not.
me.
Of course not, Corey. They don't want us there. And these people who are like, oh, I agree with that guy saying, fuck yeah, this is fucked up. What? That guy don't want to be anywhere near you. He don't want you anywhere near his cards. All right? Because you know what?
Damn, you looking serious.
He's going to let you know that, oh, yeah, I'm doing good, right? You're agreeing with everything I'm doing, right? Because I'm here to win, right? But if you think that guy's going to ask you, hey, what would you do if you were me? What would you do? He's not going to fucking ask you that ever. Because you know what? You're watching. You're a watcher. That's all you do is you sit and you watch and you shut the fuck up. Because you make a peep, he's going to turn around and he's going to tell you, hey, you don't fucking say anything until I want you to. All right? If I want your advice on what card to play, I'll fucking tell you. I'm going to tell you how to fucking play. You know what? I'm going to make an instructional video to teach your fucking ass how to play poker.
Okay, I got it. You scared me.
Shut the fuck up. For crying out All right, I'm done.
You got me make a point. I got to say, in closing, one of the things I forgot to mention, I mentioned it briefly. One of the things that makes me very suspicious about the Republicans in this is, like I said, I think that there are a lot of strong lobbyists in the pharmaceutical industry and the medical industry and the health insurance industry.
That's your common sense. That's everyone's common sense should tell them.
Who just like they got the reason why a lot of Republicans are fighting this is because they
have their hands in deep.
Yeah. So
and
there you go,
Republicans.
Yeah, nothing against Republicans, but in this kind of case right here, you're doing a lot of whining, and I don't like it.
I know. Be a man.
Yeah,
all right.
Damn it.
You're Republicans. You're the House of Thinkers.
Here we go.
All right.
Let the comments begin. I'm not going to even come and read these comments after this. It's going to be like 400 comments, and all I'm going to be like, fuck you.
Oh, but I tell you what, real quick. Somebody made, because of the whole healthcare thing, that Hitler video. somebody made
I remember the name of that movie now. Downfall.
I was about to say. I looked that up today because when I saw that video, I was like, I need to figure out what the fuck this movie is. But yeah, somebody did a Hitler video with the whole healthcare thing, which is awesome.
That thing never gets old, man. It never fucking gets old.
That is gold.
Nah, man. You know what else never gets old?
Rock! Oh! Rock! Rockin' and rolling. Rock.
Shit, we need some mental health care up in here. Is what we need. Oh man, I know we said, look at this. We said we're gonna do an email show. It never works.
I know.
It never. People, we are so sorry. It never happens. It never happens. Hey, welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts.
Yes, fuck them.
The email section of Let's Do This, and let's go ahead and get into some email here. I got not only some questions, but I also have some comments.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're gonna go with my man in Poland. I don't ever think I've read an email from my man in Poland.
Mm-hmm. Poland.
Matlick.
I think they got healthcare, right?
Yeah, what is their healthcare system like? Healthy than a motherfucker over there. A question only Corey and co-host would dare to answer.
Oh.
Do you know an actor? I'm sorry. Do you know a show or movie with a large cast of male characters where you found the only character you connected to was a female character? Are there any female characters in the pop culture you actually look up to or are seen as a role model as a child? Harriet Tubman. No, I don't know.
Coles.
Rosa Parks. No, I don't know.
What was the question again?
Are there any female characters in an all-male cast movie or mostly male cast movie where that the female character was the one that you looked up to?
Ripley.
I was about to. God damn it! I was just about to say. Of course, man.
Yeah.
Ripley. How can you forget Ripley? I was in. And not to just give you specific names, I don't know what you feel about this. Let you answer this real quick. But I think that any movie where your central character is a heroine or female hero or female central character or protagonist, whatever, the character you follow, that's who you're going to probably relate to. If she's she's the good guy and you're rooting for her to like do like cool things. I mean, look at Erin Brockovich.
Yep.
Where look at any movie where a woman has to overcome the boundaries and obstacles of being in a male-dominated business or society, and you're going to root for her.
Yeah, think about this. A majority of a lot of the slasher films out there where the hero is a hapless girl trying to get out of a situation where she has some either supernatural killer or some unstoppable force trying to kill her and her friends. And like Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I mean, that chick was Ripley before Ripley. She was well, not really.
No, she was not. Get it right.
Sorry.
Crying out loud.
I saw that movie before I saw Nancy, I mean, she was somebody who, she was a character who just overcame her fear, and she became like a badass at the end of that movie, setting up fucking booby traps. She was looking to fucking beat Freddy's ass. She was ready to take him on, and that was awesome.
Look at Hit Girl from Kick-Ass.
Oh, nobody's seen that movie yet. Corey, don't spoil it.
Seen the commercials?
No. She's badass. No.
Yeah, I mean,
that Hit Girl will become legend soon when that movie's released.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
But anytime you have to follow a girl, whether it's in a female, not just a girl, but whether it's somebody who's just trying to take care of business, somebody who's just trying to like be a mother. I mean, anybody who's seen Coal Miner's Daughter, anybody who's seen The Burning Bed, all the way to some chick who's a superhero or an action hero. I mean, you're gonna sympathize with them because that's who we see the most. That's who our story is going through, and that's whose emotions we see played out the most. So
they are us.
By the way, he says there's a Popeye movie.
Movie coming out. What? Robin Williams will always be the real Popeye.
He said, listen to this. He says, I hope the new Popeye movie will be based on the original, on the original comic strip, not the cartoons. They had scenes like Popeye getting shot, pulling the bullets from his back, finding the guy that shot him and making him swallow the bullets.
Are you serious?
I would love to see that.
I know. I was like, where can I find those comic strips? Jesus.
Yeah, shit, that's something. I hope they put that in the movie. And he says Megan Fox should play Oliver. Are you out your fucking mind?
What?
Okay,
what?
you just undermined everything you had to say right there.
You fucked it all up, bro.
Yeah, god damn it.
There's only one olive oil, and that's the chick from The Shining.
Yeah, what was her name? Shelley Winter?
Shelley Winter.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall, yeah.
All right, look, we have I'm going to read this. I don't know if this sounds serious. This is from Carrie. It says, hey, dude, this sounds serious.
Oh, shit.
Look, Corey, I know you probably get these emails all the time, but I am really trying to get people to check out my band. Oh, okay. All right. Since I started reading, I'll go ahead and read this.
Right.
If you could take a few minutes and listen to our songs and tell us what you think, it would mean the world to me. Well, what's the name of your band?
Yeah.
They're
forming it right now.
I would talk about the band if you gave me the fucking name.
They're the new Runaways.
It would mean the world to me. Oh, okay. Burn These Walls. So
Don't like them.
Hate it. No, people go. They're on MySpace. Go and check out "Burn These Walls" on MySpace. I already started reading. There you go.
Damn,
This
you know,
is-
your voice just reached about 10 people, and they're all going to go check out that site.
I
now.
know, you
Yeah,
owe me.
10 fans. Look at
You owe me big time, Holmes.
that. That's right. Don't forget us.
Sam S. insulting our manhood.
Uh-oh.
Prove that you're not a pussy and answer this painfully awesome question on Let's Do This.
I can't. My pussy hurts.
Sorry, there you go. Co-host has spoken. Sam S. says, hey, I think you can get some health care for that. You better go to the doctor.
Get health care now.
You have,
2014.
I have a precondition, hurt pussy. The only bullshitters that I actually like, the mighty co-host and his goofy little sidekick.
What?
Well, you don't get that answer.
Oh,
Talking that shit about
see,
me.
you
See,
can't do that.
you gonna learn.
Oh, damn it.
You gonna learn, people.
Healthcare can't help you with that one, buddy. Sorry. Damn.
Oh, let's see. We got here. James Rowe wants to know something about Spill.com. Do you guys have exact dates set yet? I told you, June 25th to the 27th.
Gotta rewind it, buddy.
Yeah, you'll hear it by the time you get to this email. You've already heard it.
Write it down.
I told you already.
He done
June
told you.
25th through 27th. I also told you that they haven't cast Chris Pines yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever his name is. What's
Yeah, I
his
heard
name?
they did.
Chris Evans. I haven't
Chris Pines.
They really haven't cast him. They haven't cast Chris Evans yet, okay? He hasn't signed anything, all right? Let's see now.
Marvel hasn't drawn blood from him yet.
Let's see, we got down the line here. Anthony Ruff.
Yes.
Anthony Ruff. He says, I'm a goat and I fuck my own thoughts with the side of my milk. I was just wondering. You guys seem very well versed when talking about animated movies and such. I just want to know, have you ever watched the movie Wizards? With some red character and some weird ass story. Yeah, I've seen Wizards.
Yeah.
That's a Ralph Bakshi movie.
That's
That red character is a soldier called Peace. Yeah, it's a
That's your specialty, Corey. Yeah,
exactly.
love that movie.
Ralph Bakshi, man, is Ralph Bakshi as usual. The story isn't that strong, but it's ambitious. The world has been destroyed by nuclear bombs, and the aftermath is that magic and mythical creatures they rise again and they dominate the earth, and they fight off the mutants and soldiers that are left from remnants from the old world. Mm-hmm. And one of the wizards takes and so it's kind of a cool theme. It's like a military might versus magic and honesty, I guess, and
Fighting honesty.
or maybe not honesty, but sort of a more pure world.
Yeah.
And so one of the wizards takes one of the soldiers that they think they killed, and it's a guy in a red suit. You never really see his face, and they rename him Peace in the hopes that he will bring it. And it's kind of an iconic character. On the box, you see him riding on top of this, like one of the two-legged creatures, mutant creatures in the movie.
I've always wanted to see that goddamn movie.
Have you not seen it?
Nope.
They got some really cool drawings in there. I think they're done by Frank Franzetta.
Yeah, the cover always kind of reminded me of Friends.
Yeah, they got some cool just drawings in there. It's kind of almost disappointing because you love the drawings so much, and then they switch to this real cartoony style.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's an artist, but it's an interesting film. If you like Bakshi, you probably have already seen it. If you just get into Bakshi, you should watch it. It's an interesting film, if nothing else. Oh, let's see what we got here now. Okay, for Shizzle says for Shizzle my nizzle. He says, let's see. I was wondering if there's like an age restriction on Spill.com. I'm 14, and those are his words. Like, is there? I'm 14, and I'm pretty interested in going. Also, what do you mean? Also, though, like, is Jesus, kid?
Also,
though, is there anyone else my age, or is it just a bunch of older people? Ha ha.
It's a bunch of old people.
It's a bunch of old people. It's gonna be Leon there. No, man, it's gonna be all kind of people there. I would suggest that if you come here and you're 14, you do have to be accompanied by your parent. I think.
Yeah.
I think once you get, if you're old enough to drive, then you're probably old enough to kind of hang out with us because you can get yourself around because you won't be able to drink. So
Right.
I'm not worried about anybody leaving drunk or anything. I'm not slipping anybody who's 16 years old or 17 years old any alcohol and having you do something stupid. But there's no age restriction on the party at all. So
I'll slip him something to drink so I can laugh.
just laugh at them. I'll slip you something to drink and have you walk in front of your mom like that.
Dude,
What the hell?
I'm so wasted.
Get your goddamn ass in the car.
There's no.
We're going home.
I gave you an O'Doul's.
What?
This beer is the most fucked up thing I've ever drank in my life.
I'm not gonna tell you who this kid is, but a couple of years ago, maybe 3, they gave him a orange juice with like soda in it, like the the fizzy water.
Yeah, huh?
Nothing alcoholic about it. He was drinking it. After a while, he was sitting there like, "Wow, I'm so tipsy," and everybody was just kind of just laughing. All right, sure. Okay, let's see who else we have here.
O'Doul's will get you fucked up.
Wow, man.
Real life beer.
Oh. If you don't know what O'Doul's is, people, it's non-alcoholic beer. Man, we should do that to some kid there. Just give him like O'Doul's and just watch him like walk around the room. Oh, wow, man. I'm so fucked.
You know what? They've actually done studies where they switched out kegs of like a non-alcoholic beer to see if people would still act fucked up, and they actually did. Now, this is a real study. I know there was also an episode of Freaks and Geeks where they did that, but there's an actual study where that actually is true. People are drinking and they assume that they're drunk. I want to keep drinking until I get really fucked up. That's awesome.
Oh, man, we have to do that to somebody.
We need to conduct our own test.
Yeah, our own test. In a little room, and videotape it. Yeah, walk the straight line, man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man, I can't.
Leon, I'm fucking wasted. Oh, this party.
You know, it'd be funny if we gave Leon, just kept giving him O'Doul's all night, and at the end of the night he got wasted and went to jail. And it's like, man, it wasn't even any alcohol. And he's like, what?
He's only arrested.
He's in the drunk tank.
He's only arrested because he's peeing on the sidewalk.
Talking back to the police. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Sir, there's no alcoholic content in your blood at all. What?
You guys don't know how to relax.
Oh man, we gotta do that. We gotta do that to like grown people. That'd be so fucking funny. Watch it. It's gonna be done on me. You and Cyrus making fun of me. The fuck, man?
Yeah.
You fucking Benedict Arnold.
Here, Corey, smoke this. Racer head shavings.
I can feel it. All right. This is from Hitchcock, who says, fuck this stuff. Man, gotta answer Hitchcock, the master of suspense.
That's right. I didn't know he was a member.
Yeah, man, he's got a picture here and everything. You know that's real. He says, what do you think is the most important film that couldn't be made nowadays, either due to the recession's effect on the industry, original independent films like Reservoir Dogs and Blood Simple, which he gives as examples of independent films, or due to culture, Die Hard 2 in a post 9/11 world? I think right now there's still things, regardless of whatever's happened. Like, let's just say 9/11 hasn't happened. Let's just say that we had tons of money for independent film. I think that there are still certain issues about race that would be hard to like bring up. Maybe those could be made in the days where there was more money for independent film, because I know Spike Lee was making movies at a time. Well, I don't think that they were exactly racist. A lot of people did see them as very, downright confrontational.
Yeah.
You know, and so, so I don't know. Right now, we're still in a war. We're still in Afghanistan, but people were still making movies like that. Yeah,
made a movie about the World Trade Center and the.
Yeah, they made movies about the World Trade Center. I mean, as long you can make these films, I would say like whatever issues are abound out there, you can make those kind of movies as long as there's money and there, you have something to say about it. And it's not offensive. I mean, look at United 93, World Trade Center by Oliver Stone. I mean, and even some movies like Reign Over Me, which wasn't even about 9/11, just set in 9/11 and post 9/11 New York. I would say that your first the first half of your question there, the economy has definitely affected not only the economy but the business model of films, as we've talked over and over again, has definitely affected the way independent film is not only made but released.
Yeah.
The business model being not only bigger movies taking over the theaters with new technology like 3D, but things like Netflix now streaming films, which a lot of your smaller films, as we've mentioned over and over again, also are going to probably be distributed more that way these days.
Yeah.
A lot of movies that, like at South by Southwest, I think we've seen a lot more movies that are going to have a very slim chance of getting theatrical distribution at least, because some of them are probably just going to have to go to the straight to DVD or streaming or download route. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you think.
Crossroads, you can't make that goddamn movie no more, especially with Britney Spears. She's crazy. Can't happen. Nobody's gonna spend money on that. Nobody wants to see that.
I remember that movie. Wait a minute, was it Crossroads?
It's Crossroads, yeah.
Was that because there was another Crossroads movie with Ralph
Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. I want to start to say Ralph Baxter. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody said here, Sal Uniby, I think that's his name. Fuck this motherfucking thought. Hey guys, I drew a piece about the question you answered saying, what would you do if you were in the situation of the movie Wreck? I just want you guys to check it out and tell me what you think. Well, you didn't send it to anybody. Well, let me see. Let me see if I'm going to go to his page and see what this picture looks like. Maybe it's cool. Maybe we'll put it on the front page.
Somebody drew a cool picture of us in a scene like it looked like the zombie at the end of Wreck. Somebody drew like a black and white picture of us. I need to find it and I'll put it up on my page, but it was pretty cool. It was you hiding it under the bed.
Maybe this is the picture right here.
Is it?
Let me see. Let me go to his.
Somebody sent this to me.
Let me go to his photo album here.
Somebody sent this to me. Like, is it? Oh.
It won't take me to his.
I just saw it though. I think it is the same picture.
That is the picture where I'm hiding under the bed.
Yeah. That one right there?
That's the one.
That's hilarious.
That's exactly what I'd be doing. Ain't no joke about that. We do like it. I do like that. Yeah. And that's very realistic. That's very true. And Wreck, if you don't know, at the end of the movie, I can't tell you the end of the movie. I don't know if this picture spoils it, but they encounter a monster and the room is dark and like I said, if I'll just hide in the corner somewhere. I find something that feels like a bed and crawl right under.
I like how you have like the covers like right at your chin.
My eyes are like peeking out from under the bed.
That's hilarious.
Hey, what are you doing? Because it wouldn't stick on the picture. Are you blasting a zombie or something?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Did we already answer? We didn't answer this question. John Lemus. Okay. He says, pop my thought cherry. John Lemus says, okay, I'm a big comic book fan and also anime fan.
Oh, great.
Which do you think is harder to make into a good movie, comic or anime? And what do you think has been more successful over the years, excluding the obvious Batman history? Well, comic book movies in America have definitely been more popular than anime. I mean,
hell yeah.
As far as, movies. I mean, because I don't think there's any real great, successful anime live action translation. When I say anime, I mean video game too, like Street Fighter and all that. I don't think there's been any kind of big thing like that because those are characters that we're not really familiar with. I mean, I know Dragon Ball Z is huge here with people, but still, is it bigger than Batman? Is it bigger than any of our comic book heroes?
Not at all. No. And the problem with a lot of that anime shit is that those stories are like super complicated. I mean,
take Akira.
Yeah, I mean, you got like 20 things going on in that goddamn movie. How are you going to streamline that to a movie?
Still don't know what the fuck is going on.
And they're still trying to make that goddamn movie too.
I know.
I thought I just read a story recently where they're
Hughes brothers. Yeah. The Hughes brothers who just did the Book of Eli.
Yeah.
And also did Dead Presidents and what was that movie that they did? It was the first movie which I loved.
Didn't they do From Hell?
They did From Hell also. Yeah. But their first, you know what their first movie was? So they did Book of Eli, From Hell. They're being asked to do Akira. You know what their first movie was? Menace to Society.
That's right. Yeah.
Which I thought was great.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, man. I mean, the average person knows more about comic book heroes here than they know about anime. All right.
Yeah.
So
that's just how it is, buddy.
Uh-oh. What is this? This is from Mars. All right, he just wants me to check out something.
Mars needs
Women. Let's see what else we got here, real quick. We'll answer a couple of more, then we get the hell on out of here. We have a question from Justin M. Over the summer, my family and I are planning to come to Texas. Since we are going to be in Austin, I was wondering if I could come over to the Spill Studios and meet y'all.
No.
No, hell no, we don't want your ass up in here. What are you talking about?
Can't bring your folks in here. You crazy,
We got to
man?
clean up and everything.
Trying
No.
to drink in here.
Exactly. Got to hide all my porn and everything.
Doing WD-40.
This summer will
all
be my
kinds of
first
shit.
time in Texas, and it would really make my summer. We'll try to work out something. We'll
Yeah,
try
we'll
to meet you some kind of way.
Yeah.
If we can't get you into the Spill Studios, then we'll get you. We'll go out and get
We'll
you.
meet you at a park in the
Yeah.
middle of the night
A
inside a
parking
men's
lot.
bathroom. Yeah. That's where we'll meet you.
We'll meet him at a rest stop.
Yeah, you hang out in one of the stalls and then you move your foot over so we know you're there. Yeah.
LOS. It's a long ass. Who says if you don't fuck this thought right now, I'm gonna call the police and say it was rape.
Oh.
Oh shit.
What's
Man,
new?
I keep telling you.
Uh-oh.
You can't be sending these fucking epic long paragraphs. You see this shit?
Oh, I thought
from
he was
across the room. Look
I
at
thought
this.
he was telling us that. I keep telling you.
He was saying that.
No, no.
Oh, they're right there. I keep
yeah.
telling y'all like he's going
Yeah,
on.
I know.
I keep telling you now.
Can't be doing these epic shows, goddamn.
While watching the Cartoon Network with my two kids, I noticed that most of the animated shows really don't use any new innovative techniques in animation, such as computer generation. To me, shows like Phineas and Ferb, Chowder. I have a friend that worked on Chowder. I used to work. Yeah, I used to go to school with a guy who worked on Chowder, a guy named Carl Greenblatt.
Huh.
Yeah, I was just watching the show one day and I saw his name come up, and then I actually saw him in the show.
Oh, no shit.
I was like, damn, Carl used to be my assistant when I used to do graphics at.
Now, is that an
at-
animated show?
Yeah. Chowder. It comes on Nickelodeon. It's actually kind of a funny show. Yeah, what the fuck is the question, man? There's no question here.
Oh. Do you like those shows?
Can you explain to me why this is? Is it because of the audience the network is catering to, or is it simply a matter of network budget, profit margin, or lack of innovative talent? It could be, well, I don't know if it's lack of innovative talent, because I think there's a lot of people who are doing innovative things. Because I think what this guy is saying is like, how come there aren't more shows that are done, like we see movies being done these days, using CG
and stuff, yeah.
CG, like Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Toy Story, it's
easy to answer. Economy, brother.
Yeah.
Bad economy.
That's a lot of money to make it look right, because there are some shows that do this. Now, I want you to go and look at 3D on a budget on the show. Go and look at
Transformers.
Casper. Was it? The new Transformers was terrible. The look of it.
Well, they had Beast Wars,
Wars.
Yeah, which was a Transformer.
Yeah, you could tell that those were cheap.
Yeah.
And then you had go look at Casper. There's a Casper show out right now. But now, on the other hand, while you look at shows on Cartoon Network, and let me defend the 2D shows, there's a lot of innovation going on with those. Sometimes you just get an artist who just says, this is the way it should look. This is my vision. This is my style. Yeah. It's not a matter of lack of any kind of innovation. It's just that sometimes the project is better suited for 2D. Now, that doesn't mean that people aren't doing it, because they're doing it a lot on PBS. On PBS, there's a show called Word World, and which is animated pretty well, and it looks cool, has a great style, all CG. There's another show about a pig that comes on the Disney Channel or the Learning Channel or something, and that show, it looks like they've applied 2D animation to some wonderful CG. I mean, and for a TV show, it's incredible. They have Super Y, I think, on PBS, which is another animated show which teaches children how to read, and that's done in CG, and it looks incredible. Jim Henson Studios have created this thing they called computer assisted puppetry or something like that, and there's a show, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a show where it's all done with motion capture.
Okay.
And it looks it looks pretty amazing, man. Yeah, it's those characters move so real that they look almost like somebody is in a costume. But that's only because of the movement, because you can tell it's like it's all CG.
No shit.
Yeah, it's incredible to look at. And it comes on PBS.
I haven't seen any of these goddamn shows.
But these, on a station like PBS where you think the budgets are tight, they're paying for these like really cool looking shows in CG. Anybody who has kids have probably seen these shows over and over again. I watch them just because they're really incredible to look at. So yeah, there's a lot of shows being. Even Sesame Street has a segment now where it's fairies. I forgot it's called Fairy School. I think it's what it's called, Fairy School.
Where you learn to be a fairy?
Well, yeah, you couldn't pass it up, could you?
Oh, my God.
Hey!
No wonder this country's going to the shitter.
No, it's a cute segment, man. They created CG 3D Muppets.
Yeah.
And they look like the Muppets, except where we grew up and we didn't get to see the Muppets' legs for most of the time, except for Bert doing the pigeon. Pigeon. These are Muppets with full bodies. They're fully CG.
Yeah.
And even that looks kind of cool for a very small segment. So yeah, don't think that's not being innovative. Your kids are probably a little bit older and don't watch those shows. But if you're interested in what these shows look like, go and look at PBS and look at early in the day, near the end of the day, and you'll see these shows. Yeah. So that's it.
All I know is He-Man and Metalocalypse. That's all
Metalocalypse.
That's all I know.
Death Claw. 3D. All right, man. You want to get on out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right,
you got things to do.
Yeah, got places to be.
Oh, hey, Corey. Can I tell you a secret real quick?
Are you going to tell me for crying out loud?
Let me tell you a secret. I'm a Republican.
You whip off your mask. For crying
out loud.
Get to the chopper!